Roll for it. Roll for it. Yes, thank you.
So sorry, possibly, about this, Maracus.
Why did you have
That's a 2.
Oh man. Okay. So you grab Maracus under his armpits. You're strong. You know he's pretty average size. He's about 5.5, maybe 5'8".
5'8" is good.
Chronos, thank you for being here. Chronos, we appreciate you.
So you're like, I've got you, young man. Don't worry. And you just, woof, and he just goes, whoosh.
Oh, Maracus!
What? Slams on the ground on the other side of Shiver.
I threw it over the unicorn.
You take a point of damage.
Oh, my
Ow.
God. Welcome to Fractured Roll, where a bunch of us entertainment geeks get together and play a little Dungeons & Dragons. And don't forget to make sure you follow and like. We are live!
Hey! Welcome.
Welcome.
It is another Wednesday.
Which is another Wednesday.
It is.
Welcome,
indeed.
Wednesday.
Another wonderful Wednesday.
Yeah.
We've got some moodier lighting. It looks a little different, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe some
we're trying out some new stuff. We're
Hello,
excited
Nat
about
Light
that.
4. Welcome to the stream, Nat Light 4.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Nat Light 4.
Right.
Welcome.
Right.
Molaram, right? Can anyone do Molaram from Temple of Doom?
Pigeon Rat. Hello, Pigeon Rat in the house.
Pigeon Rat. Yeah.
Hum
Remember
num
Pigeon
shiva, hum
Rat?
num shiva, hum num
Pigeon
shiva.
Rat.
I remember you from last time, Pigeon Rat.
I remember the
Pigeon
chant that
Rat.
they do.
Pigeon.
Yoram, sigum, yoram, sigum,
Earrings up.
yoram,
Wow.
sigum, yoram, sigum.
Did you just watch
What
that?
was
Like,
that?
No way, man. I know these chants.
He's just talented.
I know these chants.
you know your cult chants like
I know my
nobody,
cult
right?
chants.
He's
Nice.
just Phipps talented.
Excellent work, Pigeon
Well,
Rat.
Phipps
My dice in it.
talented.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us once again for Fractured Roll D&D. We have here before us a bunch of LA, Hollywood-based geeks and nerds sitting around playing this game that we love, D&D. So grateful that you're here with us once again. Unfortunately, Skullface over there is missing.
Movie star.
Yeah, Lana's she's busy doing actor stuff. So
But she's still free to fly.
Free
Indeed. So, Lana, we miss you.
Oh, Marsha CP is a fractured subscriber. Marsha CP. Welcome, Marsha
Cheers,
CP.
Marsha.
Cheers to Marsha CP. May your Marsha be as smooth as your.
Whoa.
Well.
Hey, we're just warming up.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're just warming up.
we're just-
Marsha, hello, Marsha. Marsha, you get to choose which character you would like to give a D20 reroll to.
Hey.
Oh, man.
for your
Could be
subscription.
Corian.
Yes.
But you can choose which character. Let us know in the chat which character you would like to
Could be
give
the
a
DM.
D20 reroll.
Don't give it to the DM.
Reroll.
That's a
You
20-sided
can
die.
even give it
For
to
those of you
one
who
of our
know.
guests.
Yes.
Yeah.
This.
Guess.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Actually, if I do this. Oh,
Is
if
that
I do
pointing
that,
at us?
I'm pointing right at you guys.
Hey,
What?
You can give it to our guests. This one, and then
that's a very Brady Bunch.
this
moment.
one,
We don't know. Oh, that's me.
this one, or this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, so if you actually point up, you're pointing at Lincoln.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because
We are the Birdie Bunch.
hey, Red Gamer, what's up, Red Gamer? Thanks for being in your Red Gamer.
Red Gamer.
I'm glad you're gaming, even if it's in the red.
Oh, I thought we'd say
Red,
that.
mood red. Oh, we'll save it. We can save
okay,
it.
Yeah.
Say, oh.
So that's a great segue.
To Lucy P. Marsha's giving the D20 reroll to Lucy P.
Nice.
Marsha, very nice of
Nice.
That is very correct.
That's
Lucy
That is awesome.
Peddlefoot.
Jagar Duval.
love.
How do you subscribe? You subscribe by clicking. It depends on what device you're on. Is that right? I'm not too. I should be more versed.
If you're on the Twitch website, on the top right corner of the view screen, there is a pretty clear subscribe button.
listen to him right there.
If you are on your phone,
If you're on your phone, it's a little more tricky. So if somebody knows in the chat, if somebody knows when you're on your phone how to subscribe, please help Jagger Duval.
yeah.
No. Which, by the way,
But
is
we
the love child
appreciate
of
you
Mick
wanting
Jagger
to
and
subscribe.
Robert Duvall.
Hopefully, you can follow up with that and make it happen.
He's
But
on the
either way-
iPhone. He's on the iPhone.
Either way, it's
She's on the iPhone.
free to fly.
It's free to fly.
But there is a
Either
difference
way, it's
between
free to fly.
subscribing and following.
That's right.
Right?
Following
Oh,
us.
Pigeon Rat's got it. On the phone, click the video and then the subscribe button pops up. Oh, so if you just click the video that's going on.
Pigeon rat rules.
Good job, Pigeon Rat.
That's right. Pigeon Rat's there to save our bacon.
Your
really
face isn't even on the screen because you're so far
leaning down
over.
off screen to the mic.
Now you're
Hopefully you
pull
can
that
hear all.
mic.
You're
Yeah,
blowing
so
right
okay,
into
your
the middle
mic.
of the table.
Hold on.
Not too
Move
far
your
back.
mic over a little bit so it won't. Yeah. And then
said not
okay,
too
now
far.
you're gonna be good.
Get cozy.
What is this?
Good. Oh, Super Brogman says, "Oh man, Lincoln's got to vote. Marlon's got to vote." Oh, I gotta keep track now again.
Yeah, thank you.
I
Welcome.
had to send people
Lincoln,
my bio. So.
Jabbers is in the house.
Jabber's in the house.
Boomer got to vote.
Okay, this is my second
Oh, Mer Hadley, thanks for being a new follower, Mer Hadley.
Hey,
Mer Hadley,
Hey.
may your mermans
I know
always
Mer
love your
Hadley.
hat.
If not, I don't know who it would be.
Artell Donuts in the mix. Eric got a
Oh,
vote.
there it is.
You guys, it's going. Oh, Blackman 704.
That's more vote.
Hey,
Right?
it could be for me.
Right.
No, he's a follower. It's not. You
Not
can't take that. Jaguar Duval, you found out how to follow.
Taking that vote.
Leishman sent me. Oh, Pigeon Rat getting Leishman into the count. Hey, it's D6s. Listen,
Pigeon
it's
Rat's
the
gonna get some
DM.
D6s.
You're right. Oh, Mer Hadley, it's the DM. Oh, Mer Hadley, the DM. The DM sent Mer Hadley.
I did send her.
Do you know who Mer Hadley is?
Yeah, it's Hadley.
Oh, it's Hadley.
Deloyal.
Oh, Hadley. What?
No, don't listen to him.
Don't Hadley.
It's all me. I'm her DM. I'm her
We're
DM.
gonna give this guy. You're right.
She's a
you're
friend
right.
of my daughter's.
Matt Leishman.
So,
Royal Dark Boy. Here from Marlon.
okay.
I like that name.
So I've missed two good opportunities.
With an I. Royal Dark Boy.
I've missed two good opportunities
Yeah.
to welcome once again our guests for tonight.
Yes. Welcome once again. Please.
Welcome once again, Boomer
Thanks for having us.
and Boomer's lovely bride to be,
Haley.
Haley.
Yes, that's right. I keep
We
forgetting you guys.
we
are
introduced
engaged.
them into our fray last week. Boomer and Haley are both
Yeah.
Fey warriors, a sprite and a brownie in particular. They're helping our team in the midst of this battle.
Oh, Pigeon Rat! Subscriber with his fractured subscriber with his Prime. Pigeon Rat, thank you for using your Prime subscription. By the way, you guys, you can subscribe. It is free to follow, but you can subscribe using your Amazon Prime. Just look in the panels how to do that with your Twitch Prime account. Thank you, Pigeon Rat. Oh, Pigeon Rat, D20, reroll. Who gets it? Do not say the DM.
He's actually already given me a
He finally linked his Twitch with his Amazon. DM, give Marlon -4 on all charisma checks for biting his nails on the stream. Right hand Armin says for biting your nails on your screen, negative on the screen, -4.
You really offended them by doing that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I do not apologize.
it's well, maybe it was your left hand, like right hand Armin. Oh well, right hand wants the right hand.
I don't
Could
apologize.
be.
Backhand, front hand, backhand.
I don't apologize.
Front hand, backhand.
So let's shoot it over to some announcements before we have a recap and we get back into our battle because
Right.
we're in the middle of something.
Announcements.
Yeah.
Right, dudes. Welcome, dudes and dudettes. Thank you so much for joining us here at Fracture Roll D&D. We have a few announcements. Few announcements are we welcome Boomer Hands to our stream. They are guesting here again tonight, and you have the opportunity to welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. You have the opportunity to actually participate in our stream tonight. You can see on the scrolling panels that are scrolling right there, you can see the various ways you can participate in this stream. Any donations are not expected, but extremely appreciated.
We love
for various amounts. You can give D20 rerolls, you can give D6 add-ons, you can make us sing a song, you can make us have fractured souls, which means that that crazy things happen. Or you can also donate to have a familiar or a little character come into the story, and you will forever be in the Fractured Roll lore and wiki lore as that character. I don't know if they're back tonight. Are they there? They're not. We'll find out if they're back. Oh no! Wait, Jabby's is back. That's right. Jabby's has the
Jabby's
holdover.
was here.
Yeah,
Jabby's
they
is
do have the holdovers.
righteous.
So we do have some of those that are still with us this evening. But if you'd like to have a familiar up here as well, we would appreciate that as well.
That's right. We've also
Yes.
got the roll for it, which I'm going to really work on.
And we have a roll for it. So we'd like to get in the chat right now. You can see our characters' names underneath our faces. In the chat right now, the first character to get 2 votes will get a roll for it. Boomer, would you mind holding up that little yellow egg right there? That is our roll for it. That means that at any time during the game, the DM can make a character roll for it, which means roll for something that normally you'd not have to roll for. In Dungeons & Dragons, you have to roll for different things, to do different things oftentimes. And it's, if they don't roll well, then something will not happen very well. Giraffe sources, Marlon.
Hey.
Giraffe sources. All right, so put in the chat which... Put in the chat which. Let's see. Okay, we got Inaric Lightseer back here. Hey, welcome back, Lightseer. Hey, Lightseer, you need to send me your address for the pin. For the pin, you need to send me your address. Inaric got two votes. Inaric's first one to get 2 votes.
Yes.
Roll for it. Roll for it. Go to Inaric
I'll
first.
take it.
All right.
And it's more useful not during combat, right?
Yeah. it's
Hillary
more-
Straga's in the house.
Hillary
I think
Straga.
it's more.
Sorry,
fun.
Straga. She's got Marlon on that Madden, they say. I don't know. Should have gotten Marlon on that Madden.
I feel like I know this person now that they said that.
Super Bragamine official. Super Bragamine. Super Bragamin. Super Brag. Super Brag.
That one.
Super Brag. Super Bragamin. Super Bragamin.
4 more combinations. Go.
Oh, you did Lightseer? I don't know if I got it.
Jason Hunter in the house.
Check-
Jason Hunter, thank you for being here.
All right. So that is all the announcements.
I know you were like.
Hand it back over to the Dungeon Master.
The
All right.
Dungeon Master.
Or are we going to do a quick character intro and then a quick recap?
Sure.
Great.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So-
Lightseer will text you the address to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will throw it to each of you to give a little character intro before we get into the game. Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Baracus, go first.
My name is Baracus. I am a tiefling warlock, half man, half devil. I come from a dark past, but I'm much better now.
He has a first friend.
And I do have a first friend, Corian, which I stumbled upon when I was walking away from my dark past.
Away from what? Away from what? Exactly.
Next.
My name is Myas. I'm a brownie from the Feywild. I was called upon by
Chevaroon.
Chevaroon.
There we go.
I answered the call to help them with battle. And I'm here to help. I've already killed a man, and it feels good.
I like the cookney.
Hey, Boomer, is your mic on?
I-
Check if your mic is on.
I hope.
Uh-oh. I have to do that again.
Maybe
It's all the way.
needs to be closer. Oh, it's.
Is it on though? Is the mic on?
switch.
On?
It's all the way
switch?
up, yeah.
The switch is on. All right, great. Just, keep it a little
Should it be
closer.
normal?
They said you were pretty quiet.
Should it be
Oh.
normal or tempi?
It's all the way
Upper
up.
position.
Mine wasn't all the way up.
Oh, put it all the way up. Yep.
I have to do mine over again. I'm just gonna hold the mic like
What
this
about
the
now?
whole night.
No, don't love it.
Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
it's just-
Hey, J4 Wrigley. Thank you, J4 Wrigley, being here for Wrigley, not Doublemint. Or
Hey, nice.
Big Red.
I like it. Not doublemint.
Remember gum? Big Red.
Yeah.
That,
Red
used to be
general?
popular. Like in
All those
schools and
commercials.
Dude, I still,
what did you
I
do,
still
Big Red
chew
or
Big
Doublemint?
Red.
Ew.
This Big Red is still
Yeah.
a thing?
25 cents for a 4-pack.
What was that? What was that black licorice
35
one?
cents now.
Oh,
Even more old timey. It was a black licorice one. I loved it. Blackjack.
oh,
It was
black
gum.
licorice.
Guys, those are the 2 worst flavors of gum.
So good. So good.
Cinnamon and black licorice.
Mike and Ike's weren't good.
Maybe we can go to Lucy P.
Mike and Ike's. I just had some today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Gum
Lucy.
brands were like popular at one point. It was weird.
Well,
Not anymore.
okay.
Okay.
I'm Lucy. I came with Myas.
Myas. Get it straight.
Well, no, I don't chew cinnamon or black licorice gum. Ew. But I'm also here to help, and I'm the best archer in the land, and you'll see why pretty soon.
I'm not so sure about that.
Tola.
She fires arrows.
Says Tola.
I will shoot you in the head. That's right. We can make Tola do anything tonight.
We could. Inaric.
Hello, I'm Inaric. I'm a giant. Well, kind of. I'm a furbolg, which means I'm very tall. I'm about 8 feet tall. I'm a strapping young 20 years old-ish, which is like 12 years old in my people's age. And I'm strong and like to stab things. Hopefully not living things. But sometimes you don't have a choice.
Okay.
The end.
Right, so hello, I am Corian, I am an
He's creepy
ASMR
message.
bard, and I enjoy to burst into song and talk to people and make fun puns.
And very rarely kill things.
I very rarely kill things, although in order to support my friends I shall.
Very rarely.
Wait, are you saying kill things like I killed that pun, like it was great, like I killed it? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Or, well, I've taken offense and I shall kill things.
Right, he's murdered that pun.
And then we also have Tolov, our Dro rogue.
Giraffe, a sources. Giraffe sources, welcome, thank you for being here.
another giraffe.
Yo, I met him in the zoo.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You don't like the other one now.
Played by Lana, who is not here this week. And so this week, rolling dice for Tolov will be one of those guys over there.
One of us.
One of those two.
We'll switch off.
I'll figure it
One
out.
of us.
That's
One
neat.
of us.
Why don't
Oh,
you roll to
got
see
you.
who rolls for another?
Oh,
Snap.
Roll for it.
By the way, for a $10 donation, you can give a character of your choice a D6, which adds to their roll. We appreciate them very much. It helps us live in this game. We've
One of
been
these.
saved by them.
Let's see, there's no chocolate cookies today.
There aren't. I'm sorry.
You guys have to be more healthy.
There's donuts.
well then why am I here?
We don't fight with Chevaroon
There's
for
a
free.
Came for the
bulletproof shop
chocolate
in Marina
cookies.
Del Rey, actually.
There's a bulletproof shop?
Yeah.
Like bulletproof.
Like
Coffee?
Nothing to lose.
Like
It's all
keto
keto.
coffee?
Yeah, like keto, like cupcakes and everything.
Oh,
It's like a-
serious?
Yeah, bulletproof coffee too,
Yeah.
but like just like keto products. Like that.
Oh. Hector NH99, Marlon.
What up, Hector?
Okay, so one last thing before we do the recap. If you'll notice, we're trying out a little bit of a different lighting setup. We're kind of excited by it,
Yes, ladies.
and you should see some shift, some subtle, some not quite so subtle, right, Lincoln?
Right.
Yeah.
We shall see.
So yeah, some fun little ambiance here. We're looking forward to. We want every week if we can. We want.
We were going to make it a surprise, Matt.
Swing by on the way out.
Well, it's shifting already.
It'll still be a visual surprise.
Marina Del Rey.
Just look for it.
Little
Surprise.
dimmers we got.
So-
Delight.
We have. Let me give you a recap. I'm playing my recap music. I hope you appreciate that. Hello.
Turn them red.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Can you even see me?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this thing. That's why we got this side light. That's why. It's a side light.
It's
Recap. Let's do it.
Recap.
So, last session, what had happened was,
Yes.
as the session began. Yeah, this is dope.
Oh my god.
As the session began, you guys had just met Chevaroon, the unicorn, the last of his tribe, the last of his herd, who had previously had a run-in with these sea devils, with these Sawajin on the island, these invaders, and they had defeated him and taken his horn, and he implored of you your aid in defeating them and in liberating the island, and in so doing liberating this shrine to the goddess Allonge. In his effort to boost your forces, Chevaroon sent forth to the heavens and to the ether and to any who would hear prayers on behalf of this group for aid. And those prayers were answered, as we heard in the character intros, by Myas, and by Lucy Petalfoot. Feet?
Feet.
Petal feet.
I have two of them.
Very short.
A brownie and a sprite, both fierce and hardy warriors in their own right. So they joined the group as Chevaroon led the group through the forests of this island, knowing that he would be taking them to what he felt was the least fortified defensive outpost that these sea devils had established on the island, around where the Forgotten Shrine was. So they created a plan, sending in Barzizel, invisible, ready to drop some flaming hands, and Chevaroon stepped forth and basically started this battle by calling out the bad guys in the area, and a battle commenced. Again, starting with Bazelon unleashing his flame. And that's where we find ourselves. There's a bit of a battle. There's some back and forth.
There's a battle.
There's a battle, right? There's some killing. And then we have our battle map set up. Hopefully, do we see it okay
Yeah.
on the camera?
Oh, yeah, we will.
How many are dead? Again.
Well, initially you were facing 5, and one of them is dead. One of them has run. And this is where we ended our last session.
Ran off.
One of them was about to die.
I was finishing them off.
I thought that was the last one alive.
No, there's two. There's two facing an Auric over here.
Those aren't dead.
No. Then there's
hot hand.
and there was one different otherworldly creature facing off against Corian and Baracus.
Yes.
When there was one of the Sawajin who bolted and ran,
And I'm up.
and Jabbers is up,
No,
and then Corian.
Oh, and then I'm.
Yeah.
Jason Hunter, $10.
Jason!
Thank you, Jason. I know that's
Thank
going
you
to.
so much.
I know that. I know who that D6 is
Not
going to.
necessarily.
Maracas.
Thank you so much.
Very subliminal.
I have a friend named Jason Hunter. I wonder if it's him. Speak up, Jason. Show
Speak
yourself.
full.
Are you
Show yourself.
sure, Jabbers? I thought for sure I was next.
Well, the last turn was the Sawajin who
Right,
ran.
right. And I thought I was
This
right
is
after
making
the Swanson. No? You took a picture? Okay.
This
I
is
trust
mine.
you.
Yeah, I have Inaric, Jabbers, sorry, Sawajin, and then Jabbers. I got the address.
Oh, great.
Um,
D6 for Grizzly Adams. I'm assuming that's
Was it
you,
me? Oh, it's
Myers.
probably me.
D6.
I'll take it. Thank
nice.
you. Wait, I have two now, right?
to any
Or do I?
Oh,
you would
can
like?
you see that?
Good catch.
Okay,
So you're official now.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in the group, guys.
so that's where we find ourselves.
And I'll come back
Jabbers
and I guess-
is next in the initiative order. She is currently flying 60 feet above the ground, hovering over the
That's right.
surveying the scene.
right?
I am bonded to Jabbers.
Yes.
All right. What color is battle? Is it red?
Yes.
I mean,
All right.
probably.
Red for blood.
Yes.
Bacon. Blood of our
Gonna be
enemies.
shed.
All right.
Oh, got a little
wait, hold on.
purple.
Now it's going purple
Yeah,
and
I
violet.
called it. Like,
Are we?
Oh, it shouldn't be
now we're
changing.
getting hot with these little guys.
I'm still new. I'm still new to this whole.
So Jabbers, just
To
as a
playing
reminder, Jabbers can bite, and she hasn't done her breath, has she?
No, she has not.
So she's got her euphoria breath that she can try out as well.
Yes.
So if you're bonded to Jabbers in Auric,
All right, Jabbers, let's do this. All right, Jabbers is going to fly down and use Jabbers' breath of amazingness, her pixie dragon bounteous breath. What's that?
well, she can.
I was trying to think of that
It's called
bubble gum that like
It's called
has a
euphoria breath.
tricksy name. Bubblicious, whatever.
Fruit.
She can fly.
That
60
juicy fruit breath.
She can fly 60 feet, so she was 60 feet up in the air. So I don't know if she could make it fully.
Straight down the one that's at Cheveroon, right? Is he
Well,
not?
this is
That's me.
This is me.
Oh, that's you. All right, so Jabbers doesn't want to do that. So Jabbers is going to fly
Please
closer into position
where
of another enemy. So let's see.
this guy, he's that crazy thing, and then there's these two Sawajin here.
I'm alone over there. Is that right?
Yes.
Jabbers
All right,
says
maybe-
Jabbers has halitosis.
I think maybe Jabbers should come help me then. Come help me, Jabbers! Jabbers!
So I would say for her movement, she would
Marlon Jason
probably
Hunter
get-
says he's gonna go buy that flower shirt.
probably get there.
That you were wearing
That
last
you're not
week.
wearing.
Oh,
And
teenage.
if you want her to get all the way up, she can use her action to get here.
WordTeenager.com.
Attack yet.
I think she's going to use her move and stay a little safe. She's not going to be right. Yeah,
There.
that's good.
So that's Jabber's turn. That brings us to Corian. You're up.
Right, I am going to.
Is that too loud?
No,
I don't think
no,
so.
I love it.
Never.
No.
I'm going to disengage, and I'm going to go chase after the Sawajin who has just run.
Get him!
Okay.
Get
And-
him, Corian!
What I would like to do is cast invisibility. As basically, I want to try to be invisible as I run after him.
Okay.
So, what exactly procedurally does that would that require?
As your action, you would cast invisibility on yourself, and then you would have your movement of 30 feet, and that's it.
If I did not do invisibility, would I be able to run further?
You would be able to use your action to continue running another 30 feet.
All right, I will not.
Chat, let me know if that's too
That's
loud.
the musical visualizer. Maybe too much.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to dash after the Sawajin.
Okay, move. You're gonna move and dash.
I'm going to
Okay,
move
so
and dash.
he was what? He was like here, engaged with you, yeah?
Yes.
It's too much.
Too much.
So he's off. He's off map, as are you now.
Yes.
You're probably 15 feet behind it.
Okay.
Pacing it.
And as I'm running, I'm going to say, "Someone come with me!" Like Travalius, maybe.
So, you're chasing after. So you, that guy will get an attack of opportunity against you because he was standing next to you.
Yes, I understand that.
That is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. So he swipes at you with your claw, kind of slathering. Again, for those of you who forget what this guy actually looks like, he's got this like wide open mouth, sideways, these weird flaps coming sideways, but he's also got this mouth, all of it lined with different rows of teeth. These long, strange tentacles coming out of the back of his head. He swipes out at you, and you're just barely quick enough to dodge past this swipe. So, and you're booking it,
And as I'm
screaming
running,
the
it
whole
says,
time.
"Next time, swipe left."
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I mean, just so you know, this guy's running and screaming the whole way. I mean, he's just he's got this guttural roar that he's booking it. He's hurt, but he's yelling and screaming the whole way.
Yes, and then and so I run my 30 feet, right? So if I run 30 feet, how far away from him am I? My first run.
Yeah.
How far away am I?
If you only run 30 feet, you're 40 feet away from him. 45 feet away from him.
45.
Because he used his action to run and his movement to run. So
Okay.
he's on his turn, he's run a total of 60 feet. So on your turn, you too can run a total of 60 feet, which will pace you 15 feet away from him at the end of your turn.
Okay. Then I will stop at the 30 feet and I will pull out my hand crossbow and take a shot at him.
Okay.
Pop! Get him!
Do it.
Like chores.
He's well within range.
What do you have to roll to, or does it matter? He rolls
Just roll to hit. See if he hits him in the back while he's running.
I cannot see with these
That's a
red
That's a
lights.
13. That's a 13 plus your modifier.
Yes, that is a 13. 18.
Oh!
Solid.
18 hits.
Yes! Here is an impact.
Right
8.
back.
Rightness.
Okay.
This guy was hurt. I know this guy was hurt.
He was hurt.
Are you rolling over there to see if you can roll higher than 18? Is that how that works?
No, he just has an armor class,
Oh, okay. Do you have to?
and he's got to roll to see if he beats it.
Oh, nice.
Penetrates through the armor, which he does, and he kills him. Yeah,
Took him out.
yeah. He was down to 1 hit point. So you book it, and you're pacing, if you know that you can catch up to him and maybe even grab him and tackle him, but you're like, forget it. You quickly brandish out your crossbow and you plant one right in the middle of his back.
Bloodthirst is
And
real.
he smashes into the ground, doesn't even squirm or squeal. He just is
You got it.
dead.
Thank you, Voidmaster, for being a new follower. And thank you, Voidmaster, and because of you, I say to this person, don't cross us ever again. Crossbow. It's a crossbow.
Crossbow.
With a crossbow is the thing, right?
Made a
I
shot
killed him
with
with a
this
crossbow.
crossbow.
Don't cross us because I shot you using the void.
Yes.
The void master.
Right.
You know, you go into the void to shoot the
Right.
crossbow. It's not a good pun if you have to explain it.
Well,
That's a lot.
So,
It was wrapped with a nice bow on it.
Oh, yes.
okay, so he's down. That would leave you still on the map. So you were here.
Fortnite MM here. Thank you, Marlon.
Hey.
So you dropped him from there.
Love hate.
good shot, Corian.
All right, that's your full turn.
Yes.
That brings us to Dravalius,
Revalius.
and he's bonded to
He's bonded to Tolov.
Tolov.
Hey, Wolf Tracker. Thanks for being a new follower, Wolf Tracker. We appreciate you.
Wolves.
And he is right in the mix there with you, Baracus, on this otherworldly thing. And he's bonded to Tolov, so what would Tolov have him do? He can
Right.
bite, and he's got his stinger.
His stinger tail rules.
Well, Tolov is over.
Yeah, Tolov is behind Chevaroon and triangle away from Baracus and Chevaroon there.
I think you would send Dravalius to inflict damage on whatever beast was closest to Tolov.
The one he's right next to. Because Dravalius is right here.
Right there. Okay. Yes.
Right there.
Hello, Laura G. Hunter. Hello. Welcome.
Okay, so he does that. He flies up. Which I'll just roll for him, yeah?
Okay.
Or,
Do
or
it.
do you want to roll for it?
We'll roll.
Okay.
We'll roll.
So you roll to hit. It's plus 4 to hit.
9.
So 13 total.
No, 5 plus 4, 9.
Okay, 9. 9 does not hit. So Dravalius comes, just zips right over. He's near it. Quick tail strike. And this thing is nimble and quick. And it just, there's a, he almost uses one of these many tentacles out of the back of his head. And whips out at Dravalius just as a kind of a knee-jerk defensive strategy.
That's all kinds of creepy.
This thing is very Stranger Things.
Advanced.
I'm not gonna lie. So, and
hasn't been.
Dravalius has movement.
No, he's gonna stay.
He's gonna stay right where he is.
Yeah, Dravalius will stay there.
Okay, that brings us to
Laura G. Hunter says, "How do we donate?" It's nice. I don't know how we donate. Somebody else would have to say.
Yeah. That brings us to his turn. That creepy thing, whatever it is. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because you guys just don't know what it is.
It's creepy.
It's creepy. And it's his turn, and he's totally going to disregard this puny little dragon next to him. Yeah, he's going to step around the tree here.
Lightseer says, Demogorgon.
Demogorgon. Not quite. If I had a Demogorgon mini, it would stand probably 10 inches tall.
Dang.
It's really, really dreadful. Really bad stuff.
Have a hard time hitting a 2.5 foot tall brownie.
Demogorgon is the demon prince of all the abyss. Yeah, there's only one demon who's stronger than him. So yeah, he steps up to you, to Baracus.
Oh.
Oh no,
And,
Baracus is going to die.
No, he's not. No, I'm not.
Okay, and he comes up to you, swipes at you with his well, first he's going to try and chomp down on you
Go for
with his
it.
mouth here.
Go
That's an
for
18 to hit.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
Oh.
So he clamps down on you with his mouth, and you take 6 piercing damage, and then he's just going to swipe at you 2 more times with his claws. That's a 16 to hit, and an 11 to hit.
I'm 11, so.
Okay,
I
so he
assumed
hits on
that
both
would
of
fade
those. You take another 14 points of slashing damage.
Are you still standing?
Everyone
Barely.
say your goodbyes to Bert.
Whoa.
Baracus,
That guy is-
don't die.
He's getting woozy.
That guy,
Oh.
yeah, that guy's no joke.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
So, Yeah, so he's clamped on you, and he's just kind of raking at you while his mouth is just clamped right on your shoulder.
My spell slots either.
What can you just Eldritch?
And he's not going to do anything else.
Mattior Burfy, thank you, Mattior Burfy, for being new for all of us.
Matthew Burfy.
Jabby says, ouch.
Matthew Burfy here.
Are you from the northern of Ireland or from the Republic of Ireland?
Ooh, there's a lot of cards here. This is a little nuts.
It's a big battle.
There's a lot of players involved. You're killing people, and there's players. It's going off my.
We got 2 down, 3
So-
to go.
So he's slashing at you, and just as this is happening, you feel this weird sense of peace, because just as he clambers on you, you hear this sound of horse hooves come clomping up over to you quickly, and the unicorn is going to rake at this thing.
Nice. Battle Cry
Use his magical
F69. Thank you,
moves
Battle Cry. Maybe you have your
stomp
Battle
all
Cry
over
from the
this
unicorn.
thing and do his
Battle
best
Cry is a
to
good soundtrack as well.
get him off of you. So let's see.
And Poro says, thank you for being a new follower. Poro
thank
says,
you.
whoever said. Poro.
Poro
Well,
says.
Poro says. Poro.
I'm going to use one of my D20 rerolls.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh, that's definitely a hit. Okay.
Oh, yes.
So the first one,
Voidmaster,
you know,
hello,
he
Voidmaster.
he comes in, clop, 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 and he just rears right up and boof with one claw, with one hoof, and with the second hoof, it was a natural one. Sorry about that. But the first hoof comes in, boom!
Actually loses
Didn't
it.
try.
The hoof comes out.
That's how he lost his horn.
Rolled a 1.
Thank you, Jabby. Thank you very much, Jabby.
And so he does 11 points of damage on this guy,
Okay.
which is pretty significant.
He takes off a tentacle. Oh, Poro says.
So he comes in,
Marlon.
whoop, bam, and just bashes him in the back with one of his hooves. It really thumps him good. But this guy's tough. He's not slowing down at all. That brings us up to Tolov.
Okay.
Right, so Tolov, is she
She'll
engaged
survive.
in hand? Is
Nope.
she's not engaged
No,
right now.
She's ranged right now.
She's ranged for her.
She's behind the unicorn.
Save us all,
What,
Tolov.
how am I confused as to who's who? Where?
This is Tolov.
Oh, there's Tolov. Okay, I thought Tolov was over
In
there.
Auric.
Okay, thank you. Yes, then Tolov is going to unleash a short bow shot at said tentacled predator.
Fire straight and true, Tolov.
Do it.
And Tolov is going to use one of her D20 rerolls to unleash a... Oh, that's much better. 19.
Hey!
19 hits.
So she sends out
shot.
a 19 and 1d6. 10.
10 points.
10 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so she draws back. And, she's... Her aim being as skilled and adept as it is, she sees the unicorn rushing up at this thing, and she immediately beads over. And as soon as that hoof comes down, she lands an arrow right where that hoof beat hit, and just pounds it. And this thing, it just screams out in pain. That's 21 points of damage in two turns.
In 4 seconds.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for
So,
the D20 rerolls, by the way. $5
that's a
donations.
strong
Let's you do
hit.
D20 rerolls. We appreciate you.
Don't forget,
And
song for what? Is it 15?
15.
15.
15 for a song.
15.
And she, as she launches that arrow, she flicks a quick look over at Lucy Petalfeet,
I'm
She
pretending I didn't see it.
and she just raises her eyebrow, does one of these things, right?
And she says, thank you next.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next.
Baracus, you're up, my dude.
All right.
Fight, Baracus! Don't die so easily this time!
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the fellow that has been attacking me.
All right.
Alright.
Is he's no longer latched on? Is he still
No,
latched
not after getting thumped like
I
that.
love that he
That's
calls him
right,
the fellow that's attacking you. That's beautiful.
14 so far. Gauge his reaction.
14 hits.
Oh!
14 hits.
Not very well armored, this tentacle boy.
No, he's not.
What about D10?
It's a D10, yep. D10 force damage.
Do it.
3.
3.
Okay.
Okay.
That's better than nothing.
So yeah, this thing has just shredded you, right? But I mean, really quickly, you find that it's kind of shockingly released from you, and your response is quick and deadly. You blast out. You're a little distracted. You're hurt. You're about to die, like has happened before.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay, I still have 8 points. I still have 8 points left. So I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Good to know.
Until one more rank.
I'm kidding. Okay, so splashing across the chest of this thing is your force damage, shoving him back another foot or two away from you, harried on multiple sides at this point. You gonna stay where you are?
I'm going to retreat a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Where do you want to go?
It's quite.
I can't. I'm only.
Here.
Yeah.
You can move any which direction, really.
Who's right there?
This is Corian. That's
I'm going to
Dravalius.
run behind my first friend.
You're looking a bit faint. First friend, come.
Okay.
You should have fainted while you were being attacked.
Okay.
And he will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh dear!
Here comes the death.
Everyone relax.
Here comes the death.
Whose side are you on?
No, his death. The other guy's death.
Yes. That's a it's really high. It's a 20 something to hit.
Why?
So
Why?
he
Like I
slashes
said,
you take 6 more
Here
points.
comes the death.
Before we get back to the session, let's go ahead and meet some of our characters. Corian Bazelon is always ready with a fun quip to lighten the mood, and is known to burst into song at any time. He grew up in a small rough-and-tumble mining town, but his ASMR blood and musical talents set him apart from his would-be friends. Corian finally seemed to find his true calling when sent to a small, prestigious bardic school in Pite. But while there, due to a very unfortunate and ugly incident, not only did he leave the school, he left his true calling in life, and at the same time lost his one true love. What he gained in that horrific moment, however, was unwelcome indeed, the companionship of a barbarian spirit, who he struggles to keep at bay within his fractured soul. He now lives the life of a somewhat nomadic bard, hoping to entertain those around him, and just as happy to swing a sword as he is to sing a song. Just don't look too closely into his eyes, for there you may discover a sadness and a struggle you wouldn't expect.
Tolov Helvival, the undisputed greatest archer of her generation, is a mysterious rogue drow with a dark past. Her caustic personality and generally antagonistic demeanor are the armor she wears to protect her secretly sensitive soul. After escaping a horrific childhood, Tolov lived on the streets of Kenawal, where she joined a motley crew of thieves and hooligans. For several years, she traveled with this thieves' guild, working directly for the Vadu crime family, until she witnessed members of the guild engaging in unspeakably inhumane activities. In search of a fresh start, she fled to Renfeld, with nothing to her name but her trusty short bow and arrows. Somewhere along the line, Tolov gained a reputation for being obsessed with gold and trinkets. But really, she simply longs for the comfort and security she has never known. When finally she came across this merry band of misfits, she was very guarded, as it typically takes her quite a long time to trust others. She is, however, starting to warm up to her new companions, and even considers at least one of them a friend. Kind of.
Baracus is a tiefling warlock that comes from a lonely past, who loves to eldritch blast his enemies. Baracus had a past life lived with a little bit of a thuggish background. He ran with a group of guys that were quite rough that he thought were his friends. After some time running with the wrong friends doing the wrong things, he finds himself in prison in a town far away. Baracus never truly was evil or malicious, just the result of a misled youth, and got too tied up with friends who truly weren't his friends. While in prison, he made himself a deal with a patron that turned him into the spellcasting warlock that he is today.
His name is Inaric, wanderer, outcast, handsome for a hairy giant. In the last few years he's wandered alone and friendless, miles from the northern reaches of the Ambershade Forest, a place his people simply call Amber. Yes, Inaric and his tribe are furbolgs, a type of cute, cuddly giant. Inaric stands about 8 feet tall, enormous biceps and pectorals, sometimes forgetful of his own strength. Don't ask him to pull your finger, I'm just saying. Furbolgs are natural druids, guardians of the forest. They usually keep to themselves, hidden but strong. But even as a child, Inaric didn't quite fit in. With his father as leader and chief, this often made things awkward. Though furbolgs avoid contact with outsiders, Inaric was enamored with a small troop of entertainers, taking refuge in the Ambershade Forest. Truth be told, he absorbed a little too much of their outside music, stories, and culture for his parents' taste. Ah, teenagers. Long story short, Inaric found himself banished for 10 years until he could grow up, return, and prove himself ready to lead the tribe as their rightful chief. A beast of a fighter, Inaric wields a sword called Aegis, a replica named after a hero from a play that shaped his childhood dreams. But he still seeks his family's legendary sword, Inarel, lost when his parents disappeared defending the Ambershade Forest years ago. Now, Inaric finds himself traveling with 3 adventurers, in a way, living the stories, plays, and songs he so revered as a child. But mostly, for the first time in his life, Inaric feels like he belongs.
You take 6 more points of slashing damage.
Oh my.
At least he's
Okay.
not chomped.
Please tell me you're still
At least he's
alive.
not chomped onto
I
you.
not
recommend
dead.
staying far away.
I'm not dead.
What you want?
Are we
Okay.
allowed to say like, "Hey, come near me. I have something," or no?
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
I'm not dead.
Yep. As a free action, I'll let you
You will not die,
give
Baracus.
some measure
Around back here.
of a, hey, or
Oh yeah.
Okay.
kind of a thing. So,
Look up here! Look up
Normally,
here!
can I do that or no?
what's
Is
that?
that
An
normal?
embark
Can you do that or not
The
really?
distance.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Free actions
Stay
are things
safe.
like unsheathing your weapon or like barging through that door or
Okay.
saying something
Or, like, yelling
saying
something.
something brief. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
go that way.
Yeah.
Come over here.
Yeah.
I can help you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm coming up to flank or
We've
something.
got Scooby Snacks!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
just
that was
hang out
Baracus.
over there.
Lucy, you're up.
Lucy Pettlefeet.
Okay.
Show us those
So
skills
you
with the bow.
are
wild.
you find yourself over here,
Yeah.
closer to engagement with these
Okay.
2 Sawajin who are fighting against
With
Inari.
Tolov staring you down with her, she barely winked at
With her
you.
black eyes.
But you are well
So
within
let's
range of
stare.
any of these things that are here.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
How good is my aim when I use my one spell? Does it just go anywhere, or do they go for my target? Because
Oh, for
she's
your
pretty
hail.
close.
This is
to,
Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, I just don't want to send out some friendly fire.
Hail of Thorns. What we do is we roll to see if you're.
Jason Hunter! $30!
Hey.
3d6s from Laura to Inor!
Oh, thank you! Thank
I always
you,
forget to wait for that.
Yeah.
3d6s
That's my
from Laura
sister.
to-
So we roll to see
Come
if,
on.
if your arrow hit.
Oh,
But then there's also the incidental
yeah.
Laura, that's very
area
nice.
So that
damage
could
from
maybe
the
hit
spell.
Thank you.
my,
But
my people.
But the way that
would
works
hurt.
is everything within 5 feet. So if you shot, Yeah, if you aim
Hey,
at
Jaden
him-
Torres 08112. Thank you for being a new follower,
It would
Jaden
hit
Torres.
an arc.
Yeah, it would hit an arc.
Okay.
But
8/12,
he's
August
do that.
very well
That's a
armored.
good date,
So.
August 12th.
How many arrows are you willing to take?
Try it. Try it. We'll
Just-
see.
and-
Just don't roll over
and
and
total
you
says-
you got one more spell slot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, Jason, she gave all the D6s away. It's D6s, it's 3 D6s. Or those could instead be a couple of songs instead of D6s.
It could be 2 songs.
So yeah, you can't give like D6s and songs. That I will not allow a narc to get all that.
Goes right to his head.
But wait. Yeah. Keep 30. Okay.
Okay.
So what are you gonna do, Lucy?
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I can help. I'm here to help.
Just take a pot shot. Just shoot him.
Try it.
Okay.
Try it.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot.
someone.
The
Yeah.
short bow's
Yeah. What? That's what I'm using. Short bow. I'm gonna shoot that, and then at the same time, my add-on move, I'm gonna use Hail of Thorns again. Right? That I can do at the same time?
Yes, the spell.
Okay, the
Your
spell.
bonus action. Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
So yeah, which guy are you gonna shoot at?
The one
this-
farthest from
Farthest
Inark.
from Inaric.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm looking out.
So roll to see if you hit.
Which one do I roll?
D20.
Ow.
Sorry.
Okay.
And add your attack modifier next. to
Jabby
your
says,
short
"Come
bow.
on, Lucy, you can do it."
Hey.
Duck, please.
It's pretty low.
Might be the lowest you could get.
Might be
It's
a
a
one.
natural one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, do you have a
Plus 8.
Plus 8 is 9.
Wait, did you get a dice? Or
No.
Oh. What did you get in the beginning? Someone gave you something.
You got a D20 reroll, didn't you?
I
Or did
think
you get a
so.
D6?
Someone gave you something
You
in the
got a
beginning.
D6.
Someone gave you, but you got something.
Someone gave Lucy something.
Yeah.
No, Lucy got
Lucy B got a D6 from Marsha CP, who
So
subscribed.
you can roll a D6
Gave a
and add it.
D6
Marsha,
reroll
okay.
to Lucy P, and now it's going to be extremely critical. Thank you, Marsha.
Thanks,
for
Marsha. You might
subscribing.
save a man's
Well-
life today.
It's
No, I
it's a
can't
critical
use it.
fail though.
Oh man,
Oh,
DM
So if you
throwing
roll a
down the
natural
rules.
one, it is a critical fail.
Oh.
There's
It
nothing you can do to
reverses
help
and it
that.
turns into a 20?
So,
My bad, Inark.
so what happens is
Do what we got to do, right?
the arrow that you shoot at it lands like thunk right between his feet. But you whispered that spell into it, and the spell still takes place, and branches out and causes a small cloud of thorny daggers
Okay.
to erupt from this arrow. This arrow is still possibly going to hit him and everything within 5 feet of him. So
Excellent.
Oh, that's
those
pretty
two guys and you and Ark have to make a dexterity saving throw. And
cool. And Ark's like,
your
That's my feet.
There's something
tell
between
me
my
what you roll.
legs.
What is your
it's not what I
your
was
wisdom
looking at.
modifier? Your plus something on your
Plus
wisdom.
3.
Plus 3. Okay, so you've got to beat.
Hey Marlon, shout out to
13.
Invader Arivalo. 1.
Hey, shout out to Vader, Alo 1.
In there.
Invader.
Irrivator.
Irrivator.
Invader. My bad.
Invader.
Invader.
I did not beat that.
Oh, no.
Arivalo.
did not beat that.
Invader
Okay.
Alavaro.
So Lucy,
Arivalo.
roll a 1d10.
That's this guy, right? No,
That's
eight.
an 8.
I think it's that one.
This
Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay.
A teardrop.
Okay. Gonna make it up in this roll. Redeem
Doesn't-
myself.
if you
No
roll
pressure.
high,
Yeah,
I
it's
take more
10.
damage, but
Oh.
so do they.
But
So do they.
It's okay.
They
Yeah,
both
yeah, yeah.
rolled a natural
Yeah,
one.
get him, Lucy.
on
Get
their
him.
dex save.
10. Oh, wow.
8?
8. That's good. Okay.
That's a good roll.
So yeah, this arrow comes thunk right between his feet. He looks down, but then he's quickly, showered by a bunch of thorns that come spraying in. All 3 of you are
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
I'm still standing. Still standing. I got some welts now.
This
in the
guy
nether.
Good thing
getting
you're so
this guy getting
large.
shredded so much
Oh, good.
that he
Dies?
dies.
Yes.
Hey.
OCP with a kill.
I'm gonna count that
Nice.
as a win.
Yep. You've got movement at this point.
Okay.
And then
You
as
run
he,
away
as
in
he
a
falls,
You can stay right
as
where
he
you
falls,
are.
Tolub goes,
That's it. That's so total. Yeah, I mean, you can stay right where you are. You can
and she
move.
goes,
Tell
she
them,
mutters, she
right?
says,
Yeah.
yeah, It
So
takes a
predictable.
spell on your part.
Okay.
She says.
Jealous much?
Yeah.
Nah.
The jealous.
Classic
Okay.
tale of
Can you spell
Classic
winner?
Taylor, am I
Yeah,
right?
you're. I mean,
Yes.
if you
that's
stay
a
where
good-
you
that was
are,
a good one,
you're
Tola.
within
Classic
range, but you can get
Taylor,
closer to
alright.
whatever you want to get closer to.
I feel like I should get closer to help Inarik, but maybe he doesn't want that because I hurt him.
Oh, come help. It's all good.
Maracas is about
Yeah,
to die,
I mean-
though.
Oh, but he's all the
Hey,
way across.
Jeruni! Jeruni, thank you for being a
I'm gonna
follower.
move closer.
You're a rogue, right?
And Jabby says,
Ranger.
good
Well,
job,
Ranger.
Oh
Lucy.
no, he's a rogue.
He's a rogue.
You're a ranger.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. Yeah, so you can do sneak attack damage. When
Lucy
you,
Jabby is
when
cheering
do
you
damage.
on.
When
Chat.
I do damage.
Thanks,
I saw
Jabby.
that.
If
Trying to help.
if you attack something and hit it that is harried by one of your teammates, or if you sneak up on it and
Yeah.
surprise it.
All right.
If you're gonna
I'm
stay where you are,
No, I'm gonna scoot a little closer to Inarik.
okay.
Try and help out.
Oh, the help is welcome.
In a different way, maybe more.
Or back.
No, that.
You'll be exposed.
So you moved here.
Okay.
Sorry, you were there. This
Yes.
direction, or
Yeah, that is good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go help Jabby too.
Mias.
Yes.
Mias?
How have you
Like
pronounced
Midas,
it?
but without the D.
I came up with it and I can't even remember. It's
I might have
Mias.
butchered it the first time.
Yeah.
It was Mias. It was Mias the first time, I think.
Maya's touch.
Mias. You were
Mias
up.
touch, yeah.
And you
Doesn't
you were.
quite have the D.
You
I'm right in
find
the middle.
yourself standing right in the middle of the battlefield.
He's like, oh!
How?
You got a sling and a club or something.
Where's the? There's one bad guy. There's only two left, right?
There's
That's
only
Jab.
2 left. This one.
Nemflow
this
TV.
one.
What's up,
That
Nemflow
crazy
TV?
one.
Thanks for being a new follower, Nemflow TV.
Is the
Keep that flow rolling,
the
Nemflow.
tentacle guy still there? That's
right,
it.
right in front of the unicorn. Yeah.
Get him.
I'm like almost equal distance between the two, huh?
You could get.
Could get a sling maybe.
You could do your full movement and get up to the creepy dude.
Oh really?
Yeah. The other guy, you'd be 5 feet away.
Is there a way to know which one has more damage already done?
You can give me a perception check, but that would be your action.
Oh. I'm gonna go for this guy over here.
Right here.
Yeah.
You won't get all the way to him,
Oh, I won't.
but you will to him.
All right, we're gonna risk it. But what do you guys think?
Do it.
Go
Elvis.
club in.
Go for tentacles.
So
All
Do
right.
it.
so you get
No
right up.
recon. We have not killed the unicorn.
I've got Inarik covered. I've got his back.
So you're brandishing your club,
Yeah.
right? That's what you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have this club, and it's got this
Tea,
subtle
spill
little
the
glow
tea.
on it.
Hey, spill the tea. What's
You
Barack
know,
is
as you
thinking
as you
right
go
now?
stomping and raging through this forest.
I'm trying to stay alive.
Oh, I went loudly. I couldn't have snuck up there, could I have? Not in the middle of battle.
You don't
Trying
need to
use
sneak.
you as a shield first.
I want to use the Shillelagh
Do it.
spell.
So if you hit,
Trying
roll
to
an
use
extra
you as a shield
d6
first.
for damage for
Yeah,
your
I
sneak
feel
attack.
like you should always
Okay.
cast
Oh, am I sneaking?
your warlock.
Well,
can.
it's
armor
just called sneak attack.
immediately.
Oh.
Sneak attack
Do
damage.
you-
In
do you
this
have
in this
something-
case,
you
it's
have
Just
something
run up
like
on
that?
him blindsided.
because
I do have
because
armor
he's
of
harried by
excellence.
someone
Yeah.
else on your team.
Yeah.
Being
I have
excellent. So
Oh, no, I
like
can't.
how
much am I rolling?
I don't know
D20.
anymore,
D20.
spell shot.
Oh, it's a spell.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
I do
You
have.
should-
I do have
That's a
armor
9,
of
right?
shadows.
So 9, and then you should have an
Is that
attack
There'll be a line
bonus
under.
too.
I don't
Is that
know.
right?
Yeah, that's a 9, right?
Which one? did you
Yeah, I got this one.
get? Yeah.
Oh,
I
Marlon,
got
C
9.
Panda
9
888.
plus whatever is
Shout out
next to
C
your-
Panda 888.
9.
Shout out to C
attack
Panda
is plus
888.
5.
that hits.
Oh. Club
Roll
away, my
damage
friend.
and then roll an extra d6 because you're a rogue doing sneak attack damage.
Oh,
also.
nice.
So the damage is 1d8. Is that
1d8 plus something. Yeah, do that.
Is this a d8? No.
That's a 12. D8
Looks like
is
a
the
diamond.
Yeah, that's it.
Right here.
Diamonds.
Come on, 8s.
Oh, that's a 10. Sorry.
Oh,
Where's-
damn it! I was like, I got a
8 is the
9.
big.
This
It's
one's
the
one.
big. Yeah.
It's the smaller diamond.
It's the-
Yeah.
The diamondy diamond.
5.
5 plus something
3.
on there. Okay, now roll a d6 and add that to
I
that.
have an idea.
So 8 plus, yeah, d6.
I'm quite the comedian.
2.
You have graduated
10.
from comedian school.
Okay.
Catch me on Tuesday night at the Apollo.
So you looking around really quickly, there's action everywhere.
The new Barocas
decide
Netflix special.
This odd
Yes.
beast who's kind of a
C Panda 888.
He's kind of a-
Thank you. I see Panda. I
an
salute.
alien form you're not familiar with, and he has to just be put down. And so you come
Panda,
racing
I
at
see-
racing at this
I see
guy,
Panda.
knowing that you can do more damage than you normally would because he's already getting thumped by a unicorn and by Tolov. Yeah, and in a full sprint, boof, 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 you come at him, slam, and you crush him right across the shoulders for 10 points of damage. He's starting to really look
He's
hurt.
not dead yet.
No,
He's a tough one, isn't he?
no, but he started with a lot of hit points and he doesn't have
He's getting
a
dwindled
lot
down.
anymore. That's all.
We
I'll
need
say.
an Auric to do some damage here.
Yeah.
I'll
And that
do
brings
it.
us to an Auric.
But you're on the wrong side, mate.
Right, I'll have to fight off this one first. All right, so I'm gonna show off a little bit and swing my sword around, all swinky dandy. I don't know if that's
Sure.
a word. And I'm gonna attack with
is
my
now.
long sword to the one that's right up in my face, and I'm going to say as I do it, "Take this, stupid fish." and I roll a 17 plus 6.
23, that hits.
All right, and that's going to be
Their AC is 12.
for damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 12 damage.
Max
On him.
damage? Almost
yes,
max damage.
I
Okay.
rolled an 8 plus 4.
Okay. How do you kill it?
As I finish swinging, I step forward and just go lunge straight through his chest.
Okay.
And I say, "That's for almost killing Baracus." And then I rip it out.
Okay. Yeah, you
rip his chest out.
you dazzle him with your sword play.
didn't hear that
I mean, you
coming
catch
through,
him in
so-
that moment where he's, he's kind
We'll
of,
let you go.
bewildered a little by the flip and flash of the whatever you called it.
The flippy dandy. I don't know.
Wiggly.
I wish I remembered that.
The wibbly flippers.
Yes, and you plunge your sword right at the perfect moment, and it catches him, and he looks down and he just slides backwards off your blade. You've got
Baracus, did you see that? That was for you.
Face down on the ground, but I'm sure I'm lovely.
He's having a moment in Auric.
so
a lot of
Nari,
blood in his ears.
you've got
Little shaken up over here.
you've got movement. If you want
All right.
Run anywhere?
I'm gonna run over towards Chevaroon
to, okay.
and try to help over there with this guy who. And I say to Jabbers and Lucy, "Come on,
Come on.
Hey,
that's all."
Hey,
join me.
on.
Join me for a walk.
We're going for a little run.
Come along.
All right.
With me.
That brings us to the Sawajin, and he is
You'll see.
dead.
Killed him right before his turn. Hooray.
Jabbers says, "You know what?
Taken.
I got you. I feel you. Because it's his turn now. Here. I better be careful. Because, he
That's
knows
right.
if I might
That's
break
right.
that
You gotta
thing
be careful of that.
Poke someone's eye out.
Those lights are doing something funny to your eyes, Eric. You're looking kind of
Evil.
frighteners over there.
Evil.
He's
Looking
like
quite
it.
vile.
Like
So,
Looking quite evil.
I got his DC.
so he's gonna
Jabbers.
zip over here.
Alright.
Good job, Jabbers.
Yes, good job indeed, Jabbers.
Jabbers and I have a bond because we both can fly.
Oh, whatever.
You're in the air right now.
You know what's up. Flying.
That's right,
You're
Jabbers.
not the only one.
Oh no.
Fly, you know. Bouncy
Lucy P, the chat wants to know if you've-
skilled with avian flight.
You can
Hey.
fly.
Hey, the chat wants to know if they recognize you from a TV show.
No.
Laura, you can reconfigure
Maybe-
your gift if you want. If you want a song,
What does my grandpa
I'll
say?
put back some of those
Kate Middleton?
D6s, and we'll do a song.
Come with me,
Just let us know.
Andrews.
So Jabbers goes zipping over to this guy, and she had just come down from up high to help attack these two Sawajin. She came down, they both died. Whoa! She quickly changed direction.
She's quick.
And zipped over to help Chevaroon with this guy, just with barely enough movement to be able to make it there full flight. And she comes flying in. What does she do? She bite? She spit on him?
You can use your breath.
Breathe on him?
No. That's bite. Bite, Jabbers. Bite.
Yes, bite?
Yeah.
Okay. So D20 plus 7. She only does 1 damage, though.
But it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it, Jabbers? So we'll do a song.
No, I said D20.
Oh.
You're rolling for Jabbers.
Oh, gotcha. That's going to be a 3. Let's see. That's to hit.
Plus 7. It's to hit. It's +7 to hit.
Right. Okay. And then can I use a D6 for jabbers?
Sure. If you want to use one of yours.
So that's going to be 14.
14 hits. So 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
So Jabbers is just kind of. I mean, you see this little bit of bite. You see this flutter of fairy wings, totally out of control, flying as recklessly as she can, straight across this glade. And she basically just slams into the back of this thing and clamps her teeth right on its neck. And you see him just kind of go, ah! You know, a little bit of a sting, and you know, wiping at her as she comes in and chomps at his neck.
Nice.
For a tiny little bit of damage. Corian, you're up.
Right. Well, Tentacle Boy is still up.
Yes, he is.
Still awake.
By the way,
Yes,
we
yes.
reconfigured there's a song, so
Yes,
if you want to
we
sing.
will have a song. I mean, we should probably do it after the battle.
Sure.
Ends, I would imagine. So Corian would like to just take a little crossbow shot at Mr. Tentacles.
All right.
Hello, Chloe Guerra. Welcome back.
Do it.
Oh yes, that would be an 18.
Hits.
6 plus 3.
Nice roll.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
I can imagine what rolling.
So yeah, this thing. I mean, from not too far away, you shoot him like right in the gut. He gets this crossbow bolt, you know, right below the chest, and he looks down and grabs it, and he's kind of screaming out to the night. It is night, and he's hurt. He's surrounded and frustrated, but
he's bleeding out.
Are my sorry, I'm
bardic inspirations?
Not
Or no?
bardic inspiration. I'd given a bardic inspiration, I believe. To
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall to who though.
who took my bardic inspiration? Does anyone remember?
Last time.
I want to say Baracus, but I can't.
Are
I've
my
got-
cantrips, by any chance, bonus actions?
It depends on what they
Vicious
are.
Mockery.
Oh yeah, do
Vicious
it.
mockery. Let me look.
I don't think it is, but I'm
It's
just
an action.
checking. It's an action. Okay.
It's an action.
Great. Well, then.
You can
then
move.
no,
You
I
can
will
move
stay where I
closer
am.
or stay where you
I'll
are.
stay where I am
Okay.
because I want to support. I put my hand on Brock's shoulder
Sure.
and I say, "Cheer up, old boy. You will be on your feet again."
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Dravalius.
One day
That
I
brings
will.
us to him. What does he do?
Dravalius.
He can bite or he can sting.
Oh yes, Dravalius
Sting.
is
He's right there.
He's right there. Yes. Throw that stinger into this
All right.
tentacle beast.
Yes.
Roll to hit.
What's your guys' name, Bazelon?
That is a 16 plus
Where's
whatever.
Bazelon? He died.
I'm assuming that hits.
Cecil, he went back to
Oh, the sting. Yeah, it's +4. So dirty 20. That hits.
Dirty 20 with a D8. No.
So it's D4 plus 2,
D4 plus
Get
2
in.
and he has to make a con save
for the poison, right?
or be poisoned.
4 plus 2, 6.
I rolled a 12, so he shrugs off the poison, and he takes
6.
6 points of damage. Doesn't even matter. Poison doesn't even matter. This thing takes a stinger right to the base of the jaw. And I mean, of all the scrapes and bangs and bumps and cuts and arrows that this thing has taken, the final straw that breaks the camel's back is this stinger that sinks in and slashes across his throat as Dravalius comes in with his little dragon tail.
Dravalius, the little
yeah.
dragon, Ollie Juice.
Yeah.
I know you're not here right now, Ollie
Jabbers
Juice, but
loosened
well
him
done.
up. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
that little bite.
I think you all helped to loosen him up. But then, so as this one last creature comes, collapsing to the ground, bleeding out in front of you, tentacles, wriggling and writhing with, flailing last vestiges of life. You find yourself in a surprisingly quiet grove as the music changes.
I'm going to
We all
blue.
breathe heavily.
Rather sudden. But lovely. Sudden
Fog
but
of
lovely.
Still got
It's
2 hit
lifted.
points. Maybe two.
So this is probably about 20 seconds after Corian
Wait,
Yeah.
it's night.
killed
Oh, it's
the
not.
runaway.
Oh, never mind. Keep it
Right.
blue.
Okay.
Past.
It's nighttime. That's why it's true.
And so you all are kind of standing there, recovering, huffing and puffing. It's been a crazy minute where you guys ambushed these guys, and then off in the distance, many hundreds of feet away, this strange horn sound.
I'm almost dead.
It's the Horn of Gondor.
And how do you respond?
I want to ask Chevaroon.
Chevaroon, what is that?
What is that noise?
Chevaroon. Yeah.
Baracus, shut up.
You got any healing
Chevaroon says,
Preserve your strength.
I have heard that horn once. It is their rally cry. They will be marshalling their forces. That one that got through, he must have barely...
But I took him in the back.
I know you did, and it was a fine shot, good man.
So there's more of them
Quite
coming.
loud.
But I do suspect, yes, all that screaming and noise he made, it must have eventually been heard and deduced that...
What if we all just played dead for a little bit?
So we just lie down.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Is there?
I suspect that within the next short while, they will be heading this direction.
And what's a short while?
Can we heal each other? Can we bear down? What do we do?
Is there a good hold up for the evening?
Out of his misery.
For the evening?
Like, do you know of a good place where we can
Place
ensconce
for a
ourselves to not be discovered by the fishermen?
Do you
have a song of healing, perhaps?
I need to be healed.
I could, but during a short
Chevaroon
rest.
says to you...
Sing us the blueberry scone song.
He says, the only place of refuge and retreat that I know of is my own glade. And it's not well known. The first sea devils who discovered it were the ones that you saw earlier this evening. And so unless they have some way of telepathically communicating over miles, they don't know where it is.
Yeah,
It seems that it would be wise to rest.
I think it'd be very wise.
I need a quick rest because I'm a little loopy.
Yes. Would you mind, Chevaroon, if our friend Baracus might ride you there?
Please.
We'll throw him over your
He's
back.
near death.
Let me ride you, Chevaroon.
I don't know if that's respectful.
He throws up his jaw, his head, and he says, "If it will get us there speedy, I suppose we must."
Thank you, Chevaroon.
Don't be above this, Chevaroon. Let me ride you.
Thank you, Chevaroon. It's for a friend.
So
I put my hands down to give him a boost because Baracus is not extremely tall.
We don't need to bring my
He's not,
height.
I mean, he's not exactly John Wayne who can throw a long leg up above his whole
John Wayne.
He's not quite.
I think unless you're like Inaric, you're gonna have struggle getting on this thing.
Inaric, would you mind boosting Baracus up onto this horse?
You don't need to bring my height into this.
I was gonna say I could fly and pull on his shirt and just like.
Oh, you can fly.
Yes,
You
can fly.
As could you.
Yes, as could I if I wanted to. I guess I could.
But you're feeling a bit famished, too. It's not.
With your permission, Chevaroon.
We must hurry.
All right. I pick him up and I, as gently as I possibly can,
Okay.
but with quickness, push
Does he have to roll
Baracus
for
on the back. Yeah.
Okay. So you get Baracus up on the unicorn's back, and yes, thank you. Roll for it. Roll for it. Yes, thank you.
So sorry, possibly about this,
No.
Baracus.
Why did you have
That's a 2.
Oh man. Okay. So you grab Baracus under his armpits. You're strong. He's pretty average size. He's about 5.5, maybe 5'8".
5'8" is good.
Chronos, thank you for being a follower. Chronos, we appreciate you.
So you're like, I've got you, young man. Don't worry. And you just, woof, and he just goes, whoosh.
Oh, Baracus!
What? Slams on the ground on the other side of Chevaroon.
I threw it over the unicorn.
You take a point of damage.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
He's down to 1
Let me do that much more gently this
All
time.
right, hey, everyone in the chat, what character gets the next roll for it?
Thanks for that.
If you you have to, the person has to roll for an action that they normally would not have to, and we've almost killed Baracus because of it. Who gets the next roll for it? Which character gets? And it could be the DM, by the way.
I'm not doing.
No.
Okay,
we
you don't
ixnay
want
on
the DM.
that.
That's
No,
right.
not the
That's right.
DM.
That's right.
I'm not doing so.
Okay, so let's
just
say
hide
for the sake of
behind
time,
and drag him.
we do successfully get Baracus.
So yes, then we
eventually,
all
keeping him alive.
And
Yeah, you do get him up on the back, and once again, in your efforts to get him up there, you hear that
Baracus.
same eerie, horn call from the distance, but it's a little bit closer, and so you guys quickly
It's the phonetic deeds.
tell me at what pace you want to move here.
I
We
mean,
have
I
to-
feel like
Quickly as
can we
we
tell what direction it's coming from?
We
Is it
have
coming
to
from the same
move.
direction that we're going?
No,
or,
it's coming from. You're going to want to be heading due north, and it is coming from the south west.
All right. Well, fantastic. I say we go as
Quickly.
quickly as we can.
we have to move.
Quickly
And we should also at some point try to obscure our tracks or
Oh.
go off in a way.
I'll
Well,
fly at the back with
that
the
would
stick.
dictate moving stealthily, and you would be moving at half speed
Oh.
if you did so.
All right, we better just move.
Could we
fast.
make?
Well, I mean, here's my question: is can we be as we're going? Can Jabbers and Dravalius, guys, they could just kind of fly and try to
Flutter the tracks.
shuffle through the tracks with their wings?
Or they could make more noise and go off in a different direction.
They could.
What?
Yeah. What do you want to do with them?
Oh, yes.
Let's send them off. Let's send
Yeah,
them
the
off
noise
to the
might be good.
We're going
to
north.
distract.
They're coming from southwest.
Southwest.
Southwest, yes. So Dravalius and Jabbers.
You when you guys boated in, you boated in along the eastern side of this island from the cliff. Just to give you some frame of reference, but yeah.
So let's send them towards the water as if we're trying to make an escape off the island.
to that side of it.
Yes, Tolo says, Dravalius, go towards the west and give a dragon-like shriek as you would.
And
Okay.
stay safe if they get too close. Go fly up where they can't hit you.
Sure. Okay. And do you have Jabbers do something similar?
Same thing.
Okay.
They're going together.
Dravalius is going to leave us this session. Is
Yes,
Jabbers still
as
with
well.
us?
Yes, no, Jabbers
They're
will
both
as
they're
well.
both
Yes,
leaving
yes.
us. Okay. So they you're
Just stay safe.
very very quickly you're able to clearly communicate to that to them, and they proceed to start squawking and flying.
Sounds like it.
Periodically they swoop down amongst the ground and they rustle, bushes and shrubs. They're back up in the trees, rustling, doing their best to kind of snap around with branches, scrape along tree trunks as they're going along, making as much noise as they can, heading off to the east. Okay. So you guys move north at the quickest pace you can, trying your darndest to keep him alive. And eventually, after...
Was that elf position with Liv Tyler?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
eventually you do find yourself back at the grove where Cheveroon's tree and stones are. And it's taken you some hours. I mean, the trip to get here from there took some hours as well. It's a large island. And there is no indication that you were tailed. You don't hear anything. You don't hear any more horns. I mean, hunting horns following you. You're left with the assumption that the distraction caused by the two small dragons was successful.
Oh,
Okay.
I say I do apologize for the overthrow, my friend.
You are strong, child of the land.
It is partially due to no fault of my own, but I also do work out.
You need to work out. What do you? Never mind.
Work out, indeed.
Work. I'm not sure exactly what working.
What do you mean?
I'm
You
not
work
sure what that means
outside?
either.
You work.
I
in the
practice my
outside?
sword play
A lot of
outside
chopping of
Oh.
trees and
as I work.
I see.
Preparation.
I see. Well,
Excellent.
I feel as though we've you know, you're all sweaty and tired, and you've been keeping up with this unicorn for a number of hours. And
couldn't you have carried us all?
Little one, I'm afraid not. If my herd were still here, perhaps.
I can't even reach his belly.
But then again, if my herd was still here, we probably wouldn't be facing this problem the way we are. But it seems as though we weren't followed, and our fine little dragon friends have done their job the way we needed them to.
Lovely.
Good work.
We should rest.
Yes.
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 Second.
We should rest.
I need to.
And tomorrow regroup. We've dealt them a pretty decent blow, I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know what their numbers are now, but
We killed 5.
they're down 5, which is better than...
Is that including the tentacled beast? What was that? Do you know what that was, Chevron?
Chevron looks at you and says, I have heard of such a creature. They come from the deep of the oceans. They're called deep scions.
Oh, deep scions.
They were once something else. Something more human, perhaps. Before, maybe he was lost at sea in a shipwreck. Maybe he heeded some mysterious dark call to some hideous and forbidden creature under the ocean's depths, but he's been twisted and transformed into something much more dreadful and much more awful. Give me a intelligence check.
Tell me, do you feel...
Let's see.
Just straight intelligence.
Where was my 16?
You remembered you remember now as you guys were running away from the scene, his body, the deep scion's body, was slowly transforming from what it looked like back into a human form as you ran.
Oh, it was.
Yes, I noticed that after our little Travalius friend, thank you, Ollie Juice.
Thank you, Ollie Juice.
Pierced its neck with its
Praise
stinger.
be to Ollie Juice.
Praise be to Ollie Juice. And Jabby. I realized he was turning back into something more human. Or she, I don't know.
Yes.
I didn't check. Did not do a gender check.
Yes, that proves my suspicions are right. Yes, they're dreadful creatures, and I'll say this much. If Sawajin have the ability to summon forth something that answers the call to a deep, dreadful, subterranean power, then we are dealing with much more dark and dreadful forces than I feared originally. Again, I don't know what their numbers are. I do suspect that their numbers are much more manageable at this point. But we won't know until we continue our assault against them. You do plan to continue and join me in an assault against them. We have not liberated this island yet.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
And might I say, it was an honor to fight alongside you.
As it was with you, each of you. You fight well. You are very skilled, both in the arcane and in the mundane.
I think that last part was about me.
Who's the mundane one?
Well,
This is
anyone
'cause of all
anyone
overthrow,
anyone
buddy.
not casting spells are mundane.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Oh.
I shot one through the eye. Did she? I don't remember.
I think it was through the neck.
I did kill one.
Yeah.
That's right.
I did kill one. There was just some collateral
With magic.
damage.
Perhaps
We all worked together as a team. Yes, you all did wonderfully. And but I will say, these are minions that we've been fighting.
Minions.
Simply minions. We have not
You're saying
faced.
there's a greater evil.
Well, yes,
The bigger
They're-
they are, the harder they fall.
indeed, indeed.
True.
You should put that on garments of some sort.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, so you could stitch it.
Stitch
onto
it
a
right
garment.
into the leather.
I bet people would purchase it or do good trades for it.
Maybe we could all wear it when we fight together.
It's not a bad idea.
We have not encountered their magic user.
Like a fellowship.
Oh, keep calm and fight. That's actually very nice.
Yeah.
You kept very calm during this one, Brock.
Keep
Well,
calm and fight on.
He was on the ground the whole time getting.
Keep calm and Eldritch Blast on.
Keep calm and Eldritch Blast.
Calm and
Perhaps-
roll it.
Yeah,
Well, let's all settle down. May
says-
I, in ode to Laura Hunter, may we
lullaby,
set
Song of Rest.
Laura
Yes, a
Hunter.
song of rest.
Yes.
A bardic song of
A
rest.
bardic, yes, a bardic song of rest. Yes, this is in honor of our poor scion. Lost at sea, I hope it's not me. Lost at sea, I hope it's not me. We fought the Sawajin with their little fins. Do they have fins? We fought the Sawajin. We will have to contact their next of kin, because they are lost at sea. I hope it's not me. Lost at sea. Glad it's not me. Cheveroon, you are a nice unicorn. Cheveroon, we heard their scary horns. Cheveroon, let us take a rest in your glade. Cheveroon, after this rest we will be made, 'cause we'll be lost at sea. Maybe it's you and me, we are lost at sea. Come on now, let it not be. We are lost at sea when we're fighting these evil boys. We are lost at sea. I don't mind being sewage and toys. Come on now, everybody rest. Come on now, we'll do our best. Come on now, fall asleep. Dream of Meryl Streep. I'm sorry, who was that?
Who's this with it?
Fall asleep. Dream of heaps of gold. Fall asleep. Laura Hunter. That was a long 99, Laura Hunter. May you be lost at sea, everyone. Did it work? Is everyone asleep? Have we put everyone to sleep?
No, but you've drawn the enemy closer.
Thank you, Laura Hunter.
For donating that song.
Okay, so this
$15 for
probably
a minute.
happens.
It's a long song of rest.
Yeah, this probably happens around midnight. But Cheveroon was not injured in that battle, and so
I don't think I was either, actually.
Lucky dog. I went down to half.
I mean, I was sorely injured.
I was dipping it.
But you guys have a full rest. Cheveroon actually stays up through the night, watching, guarding
Cheveroon.
his glade.
Cheveroon stayed up till Chevy noon. I recently became a dad.
So each of you are now at full hit points.
Morning.
Each of you now have all your spell slots back.
You're back.
In fact, I don't even need this.
You don't even need it.
And if you had
it's morning.
That sun comes up quickly around here.
It's amazing. It rises right over the water. It's like there's no mountains.
it's very Monty Python.
Yes.
So and if you had previously spent any hit dice during short rests, you get half of whatever you spent back. So
You're back to full health.
I have one hit die.
So Cheveroon is kind of walking amongst you.
Oh, we already know each other.
I know, it's just.
Welcome
back,
oh
fella.
my goodness. Okay.
Brockus, you are looking very
Yes, we know
you're looking very hale today.
Hail.
Healthy.
Hale and hearty.
Yes. Hale and hearty.
All hail.
I
hail.
look healthy to you.
Yes, you look like the sleep has done you well,
Yes,
as well as my
skin
song.
is is retained this very purplish blue color. That means I'm healthy.
I must say, I couldn't stop singing that song as I fell asleep.
I had the
nice
weirdest
song.
dream about Meryl Streep.
It was a lovely song.
What?
And I don't even know who that is.
She's the barmaid.
What's
She's
the
a
Meryl
yes,
Streep?
she's a barmaid at the Bone Drop Inn, a barmaid apprentice.
Oh, I mean,
And she would get up. She used to get up and also do some songs with me when I would sing at the Bone Drop Inn. She was just, an apprentice barmaid, barkeep, if you will, and she was very good, very good. I don't know if she would ever win very many awards.
no.
Oh,
That
of
would
course.
be
As
that
a
would be a
bridesmaid.
shame.
Yes.
That'd be
Not
quite-
But,
for anything
But
special.
it's quite good.
I'm writing this down, by the way.
Wonder if she'll ever amount to anything.
She may.
If she's doing the arts and at the pub.
Yes, I did tell her. You are truly trailblazing your way for barmaids.
Right.
I did tell her that.
I called them wenches where I come from, but
We prefer barmaids.
They're really bar people.
Bar
Some say
people,
bar-
right.
we thought that was quite offensive in my village because
Wench or barmaid?
barmaid
Oh.
because it's like a milkmaid.
Hey, thank you. Oh, DJ Smith hosting with 6 viewers. Thank you,
Hey,
DJ Smith, and
DJ
welcome all the
Smith.
DJ
Welcome to
Smiths
DJ.
who are in here. Thank you for joining our Dungeons and Dragons game, Fractured Roll. It's a homebrew 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game.
Dungeons and Dragons.
That's right.
We just murdered a group
Welcome.
of 5 people.
We did.
Murder? No.
5 fishies.
Oh, I mean,
It
it
was,
was people. It was
They
a
were
battle.
monsters,
They
really.
were monsters.
It's
They were
true.
monsters.
Was it
Defending
the murder?
It was a
Island.
calculated
Welcome,
strike.
DJ
is what it
Smith
was.
viewers. Thank you, DJ Smith.
Taking
Yes.
this island back for Chevrolet.
So Chevrolet, the unicorn, he it's it's 8-9 o'clock in the morning. The sun is rising. The birds are chirping. There's a peaceful calm, fortunately for each of you, over his glade here. And slowly he goes amongst you, nuzzling each of you, snorting and quietly neighing as yes, thank you, as horses do, as a unicorn would, yes, waking you, each of you. Wake up.
Is there any nuzzling involved?
Only to Corian.
Totally not happy about
Tolo's
that.
having a rough
Tolo
morning.
is not happy about
She
that.
wanted to be nuzzled as
To
well.
wake up with a migraine.
She decapitated him.
And so he walks amongst you, encouraging each of you to wake up. Wake up, everyone. Bring your minds back to the present. Wake up. Yes, that's it. Wake
I
up.
dreamt I was lost at sea.
After that song?
Oh yes, I did. Thank you. I remember that song.
It
now.
was a fine song.
Thank you, Anaric, for accompanying me.
Of
You're
course.
always a good
And I did
accompaniment.
have some wild dreams about the sea as well.
Tell us about them.
Is that a sign?
One of them, I was in the middle of nowhere, and a bunch of big waves was crashing around me, non-stop. And how every time I come up for my breath, another one would come down, and then a porthole opened up, and then I woke up.
Oh,
Interesting.
I just had a dream of darkness. It was very dark until I woke up.
That's not much of a dream, is it?
You were in dark,
think
or
it's-
you had.
been unconscious.
No, it was just dark until I opened my eyes in the morning, retaining my full health.
I think that's just sleep.
Yes, that's called sleep. It's called.
I
yes,
had
it's
a
called
dream
slumber.
as well.
Dreamless slumber.
Have you ever had a dream? Visions in the night.
No.
Do you know what a dream is?
Yes, of course. I'm just like you.
It's where oh Jabby $100 Jabby Jabbers come on Jabby Jabbers is back baby
Yay!
Okay.
No.
I had a dream myself.
What was your dream?
There was a very large seafood
Jabbers.
buffet with
What?
all kinds of blue fish,
What is this buffet?
roasted fish, just a table full of fish meat that looked the same color as these fishmen that we defeated, and Jabbers was there, and we ate together.
And at the mention of Jabber's name, fluttering to your group, through the trees,
Jabbers!
Jabbers rejoins you.
Jabbers!
I pictured Jabbers. She looks like Spyro.
Yes.
Jabbers, welcome back.
And Meryl Streep also. Says
Jabbers
Jabby.
Jabbers comes to you
Streep is
and
walking
communicates to you in
Elvish, I believe.
Elvish.
Spyro.
Dravalius had to leave, but I have time with you still,
Oh, thank you.
and I am intent on seeing this through with you and your mates here.
And we are ever so grateful, Jabbers, for your efforts last night, both in battle and to draw away the enemy.
Well, I wish I could do more, but it was close. It was harrowing at times. We did our best to draw them away and draw them into an opposite direction, and yeah. And I'm just glad that we were able to play a role in your safety, each of you.
And you
Inaric,
did quite well. Yes.
Ask Jabbers, did they notice how many were chasing?
That's a great question. Jabbers, did you see how many were in pursuit? And if there were any other types of beings that we haven't seen yet?
Yes, like that. Other things other than Swajin or
The Scion.
the Scion.
Deep Scion.
Yes.
We
Or
spent
the
much of our
Nissan
time
Leaf.
focused on causing distraction and leaving a trail, so to speak. But I did periodically catch glimpses. I saw 5 or 6 of them, of those creatures, those sea creatures that we defeated. Nothing otherworldly like that other one we saw.
The tentacle one.
No. Spear wielding, filthy, gurgly, guttural language. I'm sure all of it was curse words the whole time. I'm so glad I could not understand their language.
Yes, Jabbers does have delicate ears.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Well, perhaps tonight or today we will silence more of their fishy curses.
Potty mouths.
Forever. You know, because they'll be dead.
Yeah.
And then they won't
Right,
be able
no, that's
to
exactly
do
what I
fishy
was
curses.
thinking.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
So,
Just what I was
so at this, there's this smell that hits all of your noses, and it's the smell of
Oh, Anaric, did you eat?
No.
Did you eat something again?
What did you do?
no, it's the smell of cooked meats.
Yeah.
Yes,
A good smell.
it's breakfast.
Oh, that smells fantastic.
Is Chevaroon cooking us up something nice?
Chevaroon says, I know how you mortals need to consume.
It's true, we
Food.
like to eat a lot.
And
Chevaroon, do you not eat?
I work to, well, I don't often need to myself.
That blows my mind.
For various reasons. But I have what I need. And what I need is not this.
Friends.
But I do know that
Sorry.
that cuts a little deep. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you have us, right?
I do.
We are
Your
your
friends.
new friends, Chevaroon.
I do. It's a lonely existence here on this island. I'm not gonna lie. It is a welcome sight to have you here with me, to have company, and not to be fearing for my life, as I was before. But eat. And, you know, you guys don't question how he wrangled up venison
Fire.
and fire.
Oops. How would you do that?
But he did. He does. He has his ways again. He's not completely unmagical. And so yeah, not far away from his grove is like this, this fire pit that has these seared meats that are ready.
Well,
for
you don't have to ask
eating.
me twice,
Delicious.
and I go straight to the meats to
Okay.
enjoy.
So you have your breakfast, and as you guys are eating, he's like, "Good, making plans on full stomachs is what we should do." I agree. what do we do? What should we do? How do we continue through this day? I will give you my recommendation, at least my suspicions.
Yes,
We've dealt them a fairly serious blow.
Yes, they're going to be on
I'm convinced
lookout.
of it. That scion would have been a great boon to them and their forces, which we took care of.
What do the scions do? Do they have a special power or something?
Well, apart from being extremely durable and extremely strong, they, if I recall correctly, they have a yell or a screech of sorts.
I believe we heard that.
We did. Fortunately, we were able to shrug off whatever effects it may have had on us. I know that they were adverse effects, but I specifically don't recall what they would have done. Hopefully, they have no more. But as I was saying, I believe we have dealt them a fairly serious blow. My suspicion is that they will retreat away from these outposts of defense that they have, where their forces are thin. If they were smart, they would not thin themselves out. They would consolidate their efforts, and most likely set up a defensive perimeter directly around the shrine. That's my suspicion. It'd be good to know if my suspicions were correct.
How far away is the shrine from us right now?
Oh, at least a couple miles.
Ruckus.
Yes.
Bazizel.
Bazizel.
For a little bit of
Bazizel.
reconnaissance, as they say, in the land where they eat long pieces of bread. They bake it. It's very long.
Okay,
And-
is this
yes,
Bazizel?
is it recon-
Yes, Barzizal. Well, hey boss. Good to be back. How can I help you?
Hello, Bazizel. Welcome again.
Don't talk to
Bazizel.
him.
What? I cannot talk to him.
All right, you can talk to him.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Bazizel, what's your favorite color?
What?
It's not. It's just,
No, don't mind him, Bazizel.
Thank you.
I just want to
Thank
know.
you,
I want
boss.
to do a limerick for you. What's your favorite color? Just name it.
I want to hear a limerick.
Boss,
What's your favorite color?
how can I help you, boss?
Just tell me what his favorite color is.
I don't know. I don't care. Bazizel, there's a shrine. Not
Favorite color. It's just favorite color.
I don't care what you... Bazizel, what's your favorite color?
Really, boss? That's what you...
No, it's not. It's them.
He said it once already.
Well,
Thank you.
I will do as you command, boss. My favorite color is blood.
That's not bad.
Wow. Oh, thank you, Dragon Seaborg. There once was an imp named Bazizel.
No, boss, shut him up.
Okay,
Shut him up.
Who
Shut up,
had a
shut
voice
up.
like a weasel.
Shut up.
No, boss, shut him up.
Their
Bazizel.
color blood red
There's a
until
shrine
he was
nearby.
dead. But please don't kiss him or you'll get the measles. Thank you.
lovely.
See, that's what I would do at the Bone Drop In. And,
What are measles?
however,
Oh,
Meryl
it was Meryl
Streep.
Streep.
Yes,
Yeah.
Meryl Streep. She would usually finish it.
I apologize, Bazizel.
Yes.
Is measles a dish to eat?
No. It's a terrible disease.
Oh,
People die from it. That's why. I
Yeah,
said
I'll give you
Bazizel.
the
Yes,
measles
it's
if I
getting
bite
a
you.
little-
Now, boss.
Anyway, there's a
How may I
shrine
serve?
nearby, and I'm going to need you to go check it out, scope out the area. Do we know which
I
direction
think
it
it's
is?
fantastic.
South.
South?
South.
Just south. It's south.
South.
Find the shrine and tell us what's there.
How many of their
Right. We need
minions, and if they're all concentrated?
How many
tactical information.
minions are there? And information about the minions, what they're carrying. What
I mean, it
they're
might even
doing.
be better if you just see what Bazizel's seeing.
Yeah.
You'd have to go
You
closer.
can only do that up to a mile away, though.
Yeah, so you should shut
I
up
should just
first,
keep
right?
my mouth shut.
All right.
So let me get this
There
straight,
once
boss.
was a man who wouldn't shut up.
So you want me to fly south?
yes.
On this island, there's some sort of a shrine or
Some
something.
sort of shrine, yes. There's minions there.
Minions.
The sea.
I need you
Sea
to
devils.
tell me.
Sea
Oh,
devils.
the sea devils.
They
that
do
we-
have a name.
Right,
You
right.
need to
It's
tell
Swajin.
me-
Swajin.
Swajin.
Sawajin.
So wondering.
Oh, Sawajin. Yes.
I need you to tell me how many are there.
There once
What
was an imp
weapons?
who knew nothing.
Stop.
Okay,
First friend.
okay, fine.
I know a lot more than nothing. All right.
Yeah.
I know. I was not talking about you. It was going to be about
What
someone.
they're carrying, what
Obviously
they're
not,
doing. Details.
Details. Yeah.
Tactical details so we can
Tactical.
attack them.
If there's any way
And
in or
report-
out.
Weaknesses.
Oh, yes.
And report
Weaknesses
back
in
to me.
fortress.
Oh yeah, weaknesses.
Ways to
Off
sneak
you
in.
go.
Do you wish me to go invisible or?
Just stay out of reach.
Well, they might see him.
But invisible, he can get way down in there, mate. If they're in a tower, maybe there's like some cracks in the wood or something we can, you know.
But if he wants to go inside, do we want him to go inside?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's a
Because
shrine.
they already know we're here.
They're probably.
Well,
I don't know.
Chevaroon knows the inside, right? We don't really need the layout as much.
Cheverin says, "Yes, indeed.
Yes, we
So
don't
we
need
just
the
need to
layout.
know about the people.
I know the location. I know the layout.
We just need to know about how many, what
I just
weapons
hate
they
for them
have.
to see Bazelon.
Well, they...
Would you really
Shoot
hate
him.
it though? I,
mean, it
feel like
doesn't
you
really-
might
I think it
enjoy
would be
it.
actually pretty funny.
Yeah, they might kill him.
Okay, yes, don't go invisible. That's a
Good,
good,
he
good idea.
doesn't need to.
You're right.
Okay.
Alright. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt either.
Poof, he goes invisible.
Alright.
I was going to
Did
ask
you
him if
just?
it hurt.
Did he grip your finger?
It's like, oh, ouch.
Is he gone,
Do
or
this
is he?
telepathically.
It was just there was a pop and a fizzle.
Oh, okay.
Right. And left behind is this faint smell of like brimstone as he does so. Much like an X-Men that we're all fans of, I'm sure.
Alright, he's gone.
Okay.
Nightcrawler, never mind.
I was
Okay,
thinking of the name.
so you hear the telltale sound of the subtle fluttering as he zips off south towards.
I
the-
like him.
Bazelon?
I do.
He does grow on you.
He does, you know. He's not bad.
He hasn't grown on me.
Hey, Dave! Thank you for hosting. Thank you very much,
Thank
Dave.
you,
Good
Dave.
job, Dave.
Mike Dave!
Baziza hasn't grown on me. He's just kind of a burden, to be honest.
He's helping us out. What do you mean?
I know.
Was he assigned to you in some by someone, or was it?
Don't ask me questions, first friend.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I
He's
understand.
probably after almost
So
dying.
yeah, Cheveron's like
Almost dying really takes a toll on one's temper.
I understand.
Cheveron says so you can trust that little
Yes,
that
yes.
little
I can
hellish
trust it.
creature.
Yes, I can hear it. Hellish, I mean.
Do you
Let's not
do you,
judge.
do you control him?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
I'm not judging,
I don't know.
but he is a creature from the hells.
Well, aren't we all?
No,
I mean, I'm not.
No.
absolutely
No,
not.
I'm
No.
No.
Maybe Myas, are you?
No.
No, not
No,
at
no,
all.
no,
No,
Lucy?
My friends here are from the Feywild,
Yes.
not
I'm not
the
either.
hells at all.
I'm from the woods.
Well,
One of us is.
But these
Some of us.
You have ancestry, obviously, that have had dealings with
Oh, do you?
those from the hells, but
Are you from?
Yeah, he's-
the
but
other
I will
one?
not prompt you to give.
and I will not give them.
Don't
Hello,
ask,
Dave
don't tell.
the Chicken. Thanks for joining us.
As long as you can trust him.
I can trust him.
He's done us well. Bazizel has done us very
He
well.
helped us out last
Yes, check the resume. Check the reservoir.
The resume.
The reservoir
The
of the
CV.
reservoir.
Check the reservoir.
Well,
So how
good.
do we know
Then
he's gonna come back?
How long should it take? When will he be
Yeah.
back?
You two are new, so I feel like you should just wait.
All right.
yes, I sensed a fairly secure bond between the two.
He'll come back.
He'll be back.
Yes, don't rely on me on saying he'll be back. Rely on Halsey boy.
Meanwhile, Jabbers, you keep resting. You did quite well.
So
Just
you
rest.
guys have
Time to kill.
time to kill right now. Yeah. So while Barzizel is gone for 4 hours, what do you do?
takes him that long. He's gone a long time.
Well, he's got to fly there.
You're making
Oh, yes, that's true.
Well,
What do you
Baracus
think?
seemed to have drank too much green tea too
I
fast.
mean, we can just simply
need to
say
go put it out.
you pass the time sharpening your blades
That's what I was
and
thinking of.
and you know,
Practicing my aim.
practicing your aim. Sure. Yeah.
I'd like to ask if Chevaroon has any stories he'd like to tell us, or if he'd like to tell us more about himself. Maybe he doesn't want to, but I'm ever so interested in Chevaroon.
Hello, Tick Light Hand.
Chevaroon's a unicorn, by the way.
Yes. Chevaroon says, I can share with you some of my history. He takes a moment, gathering his thoughts. He says, once, many centuries ago, my herd, my tribe, we were grand. We were grand. We were called and set apart to be the protectors of this fair island. It was a time when Allonge was still with us.
Alive.
Yes.
Who's Allonge?
The goddess of this land.
Oh.
She's the goddess of the world, the creator of this world. She was still with us.
Forgive my ignorance.
Your ignorance is forgiven.
Mchino. Not ignorant. Mchino. Thank you, Mchino.
What happened with Allonge after a great battle between herself and the Lord of the Giants. If you are unfamiliar with this lore, the giants were her first creations, and she blessed them with immeasurable knowledge and power. And there was a great battle. There was great hubris amongst some of their number. And in this great battle, there were many inadvertent creations from the Lord of the Giants' blood. I do not say his name. I will not say it. But as his blood and gore splashed on the earth, there was formed some of the gods you may know of in this world. Demigods of evil. The Lord of the Orcs. The Lord of the Kobolds. The Lord of the Sawajin. And they in turn created those vile races. But Allonge, she was the victor in this battle. Unfortunately, the world was covered in darkness because of it. She was weak, and the world now covered in the vile. She proceeded to continue to forge more children in hopes of flooding this world with goodness and virtue. And she was determined not to leave it to those demigods of evil. She created humans. She created halflings, gnomes, The first of these she created were the furbolgs.
That's me. Sorry. I didn't mean to spoil the mood.
The last of which she created were the dwarves. Her efforts to create the dwarves in their sturdiness, in their stubbornness, caused it caused the end of her ability to create. I suppose it took the last of her energy to do so. And she had dwindled. And in so dwindling, she had blessed certain parts of this world with her essence, with a bit of who she was. She knew that raining from the heavens would no longer suffice. She was too weak. So she sought to imbue the land itself with her power. And this is why she created the furbolgs first. Furbolgs being in touch with nature.
That's me.
You furbolgs were the first to wield power of the old faith, the power she imbued this world. She proceeded to establish what I refer to as shrines throughout this world. This is one of them. My herd was called upon from the plains of Elysium to come forth and to ensure its protection. And we've been here ever since doing so. We have dwindled as she has done, unfortunately. I am the last, and I thought so many centuries had gone by where this shrine lay forgotten and left. I thought that I would dwindle and do so knowing that none would come to defile it. I was wrong. And I was desperate once the invaders came. And now you are here. It seems like some measure of providence. Providence of which I am not ungrateful for each of you.
When you say that she imbued the sites with the power of the old faith, what does that entail with this shrine?
Well, she imbued the world itself with some of her essence initially. And that is where those of you who wield magics, more of a nature-based magic, that is where you access your magic from, as you do.
So it might be stronger here than other places.
Perhaps.
Good to know.
But in addition to that, there are certain places in this world that have been consecrated as her shrines, this is one of them. It used to be a place of pilgrimage, and we were welcoming to those who sought for guidance and inspiration from her, even though she had left or died, or however you want to refer to it. But this piece of land broke off the mainland, making it nigh inaccessible. People remembered it for a time, until they didn't. And we dwindled. And we are here now, where we are. As far as how she imbued these shrine sites, her ways are beyond me.
Right, now yes, I wasn't thinking how, I was just thinking the shrine itself, if there is something that becomes a boon to the caretakers of this land when it is freed or when it is protected?
Liberated.
Liberated.
You seek blessings.
Is that perhaps why they're here? The fish
As I
creatures.
stated yesterday, I have not been able to discern their purpose here. They do not worship Allanger.
I think maybe their purpose here is to get their butts kicked by us and driven out. Just saying.
That is an interesting way of looking at it, but I suppose the causality of it is. That
I mean, I don't think he actually is saying that is their will. Like, I think he was making a pun.
I do.
Sure.
And it's not like we're actually going to kick them in their
No, I don't even know if we can tell where their buttocks is.
That's true.
Right.
We
I mean,
might.
they're like fishy. Do they
might.
have buttocks?
I mean, they're fairly humanoid. So
they're humanoid.
I'm not saying but
I mean, how do they go to the? How do they?
I don't.
Is it through? Yes. Do they
It's like
have
fish wherever they go.
same
I don't
sort
trouble
of
myself with
plumbing?
such filthy.
It's very interesting. to think
Simply
about.
put, I don't care. Yes.
Maybe that's why they're so angry.
Possibly because they have
them
nowhere
with
to go.
Bran cereal.
Maybe they can only go when they're in the sea, and so when they're on the land,
sure.
and it's like, oh no, I cannot go. And I have...
But they're too stupid to figure out to go back in the sea.
Yes, exactly.
So as you're having this argument, this discussion, you hear the telltale flap of leathery wings, and appearing in front of you is Bazelon. Boss. Okay, I've been there. Filthy place. All heavenly and everything. It's filthy. Don't send me back there, please. I told you I smelt it before when we were down there, but you wouldn't listen. You kept going poof and poof and poof and poof.
It's pretty funny when you make him go poof. I do have to say, Brian.
Tell him to shut up,
Thank you,
please.
Best friend.
Shut up, Best Friend.
Yes, master. Okay. What I saw. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you. What I saw. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of shrines, but I didn't have to go far. Well, no, I had to go very far. I didn't need to see the shrine because, well, they're all there. They're all there.
How many?
There were 9. 9 of them.
Were they all the sea devil ones?
Yeah, all of them. All of them looked very similar. One of them was huge, really, really big, like almost as big as the big furry guy over there.
Ooh.
And he had like 4 arms and like this giant trident, like woo-wee. That was mean, right? And they were, and then he had. There was another one, and that one was like casting some spells, and he was always talking to that one. And there was a moment where they were getting a little, I don't know, a little touchy-feely. I was not.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to.
Kissy.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Well, it was more licky-licky, which I.
I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Wait.
Licking each other.
I'm sorry.
It was disgusting. Okay.
Wait, the four-armed one
was licking
the magical
When
one.
two fish people
Are you
love
asking me
each
this
other
question,
very,
or is he
very
asking me
much.
this question?
Well,
They licky.
Rockus, this is very bizarre.
Yeah, I don't really think.
And so then I saw.
Why is he telling us this?
Because that's what he saw. I asked
Okay,
him
no,
to
I
tell you.
understand. You're right.
And I saw 7 other of the fishmen. The regular, they're not quite as big. They're just they have their spears. 7 of them.
What's their name?
Those are
9
Sawajin.
Sawajin.
Were
So
they
they were
walking around?
Seven-
They sleeping? What were they
7
doing?
Sawajin.
They're
Big trident guy.
well.
Spellcaster.
I watched them for a little bit. They were eating. They were eating some of those filthy little.
Zvats.
Normally I wouldn't respond to you, but yes, they were eating some of those
just
things,
filling in the blank.
and that was also really disgusting to watch. Like gross.
They were eating schwartz.
Yeah, they're
What
filthy.
about if we poison these spots?
They're filthy.
Poison the food.
Fantastic.
And you said there was 9 total, right?
Yeah, that's how many I counted.
And 2 of them were touchy-feely.
Licking each
One
other.
was a big,
Yeah,
big
it was a big one, and then the other one. And they were. I mean, there's a so when you get there, there's like a big fountain in the middle of this dense grove of trees, right? And the fountain's it's dry, but it's clearly a fountain. There's like a statue of a woman in the fountain, right? And set up very, very near to the fountain, there's like a, I don't know, like a throne or something. He sat on that throne a whole lot. And just directly around the fountain were the rest of those creatures. You know, they're just sitting there waiting. They're just out. They're looking. They're waiting for you guys. You know, I don't understand the language. It's, you know, it's bubbly and gurgly and all kinds of, you know. But clearly they are on the lookout for you people. What else did I see? There's a little building not far away from the fountain. I didn't go in there. But the big guy with the forearms, he would always go in there. Go in and come out. Go in and come out.
Perhaps a restroom.
No, it's bigger than a restaurant.
I
mean, it was.
We discovered
it must have been part of the shrine. You know, there were statues in, you know, all
know
around the outside of it. I did notice one thing though that was very curious. The big guy with the forearms, he had what looked like his broken horn tucked into his belt. And he points over at Chevaroon. And Chevaroon Chevaroon doesn't speak Infernal. He's speaking to you Infernal this whole time. So none of you can understand any of this.
Oh, shoot.
And so, I mean, he says, what else did I see? They were just, you know, eating those guys, which was gross.
It's not that gross.
Yeah, you concern me there a little bit, boss. But that's about all I saw. You know, I stuck around for a little while. I tried to get the lay of the land. It's, you know, like I said, it's a fountain. It's in the middle of a dense grove of trees. A fountain. There's a pathway from the fountain that leads to the little building, right?
And we don't know what's in the building.
But
No.
probably does.
Chevaroon.
Well, yeah. Again, you guys
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah, we
have.
don't understand.
You don't understand this. So, do you relate all of this to them?
Yes.
Okay. So now you say Chevaroon says this building is it is indeed part of the shrine. It's a place of worship. It's a place of study. It's a place of prayer. It is filled with lore and knowledge, artwork. It was a place of pilgrimage for those coming to worship. You know, it's like a building. It's probably, if you were to give you a clear description of it, it's probably square, 30 by 30.
Could Bazelon bring in some poison to the food supply? Invisible, going invisible.
Do you have any poison?
Zvarts are like
I was hoping
little
you guys
goblins. They're like little purple-skinned
I have no
goblins.
poison.
Yeah,
They've been abducting
anyone
them
need
I've been
poison?
told that my
and
urine doesn't taste
having them
good.
fight each other for
Mice
sport
want some
and then
poison.
also eat them.
No one has poison mice.
What
Only-
about?
If only Javalius was still here, he had some poison in his tail.
That's
What if we could lure them out somehow? We need to get that horn.
Or separate them, yes. We need some kind of
Chevaroon,
We get that horn.
can they
Right.
do anything?
The world is ours.
Can they do anything with your horn? I mean, this is. I'm sorry if this is a sensitive question, but
Oh, by the way,
someone
we can
holding
go now.
your horn. It's just I never get enough of that. It's really, really great. Someone with your horn. Is there something they might do? Do you know?
Like, why is he carrying it around?
I suspect it's a trophy.
So he can't like point it at someone and blast it or something. That's not.
And Chevroon, we don't know if you were to be reunited with your horn, if that would really work or do anything.
You're gonna upset him.
No, we don't know.
But perhaps it's worth a try.
It's worth a try.
It's always worth.
Perhaps.
Marlon, shout out to Zoni is a god.
Zon
is a god.
Shout out to the Zon.
There are few instances in the histories of my people where horns are reunited. There are a few instances where horns are separated. I don't know. I don't know.
And it's in the possession of the Forearms, Mr. Forearms.
It seems as though it is. He is their leader. He is their leader. I don't know what their plans are. I don't know why they're here. They're sea creatures. I don't understand it.
If you did have your horn back and the powers worked, would you be able to get rid of everybody on your own? Do you have enough power?
For example, one possible solution would be to create a diversion and concentrate all of our effort on getting back the horn and then getting out of there quickly.
If I were able to be reunited with my horn, I don't know of a way to reattach it.
I do have healing magic, and if my powers are stronger here because of the goddess, perhaps it would work.
Worth a shot.
It is perhaps worth a try.
It is perhaps
Zoni is
worth
a
a try.
god. Thank you for being a new follower, Zoni.
Would it be
Or
faster
Zon.
to put the horn on there rather than take it, risk running away?
That's a good question.
If we could
Like
get
how
into
quick?
the little building while I reattach the horn, and then Chevroon gets his powers back.
So I
Charge
can
out of there.
I can appear as someone else. So
Oh.
I could, and so can Baracus.
can do that.
Oh.
We could make ourselves look like the fish
Fishy men.
people.
You'd have to be
Dolov do
licking
that
each
also?
other, though.
What's that?
Does she have disguised self or no?
It seemed like she did.
She's been awfully quiet
to do
today.
a mental check.
Well, she's not here. I mean, she's here, but we're just rolling for her. So,
still
that's right.
something
You
I
two,
want
you
her
two
to
do have
do.
disguised self.
Mask of many faces.
She does
That's
have
right.
disguised self.
Oh.
I can
So
also
three of us could go in,
not disguise myself.
perhaps after a diversion is created.
Yes.
What if I can play dead pretty well? If fishermen bring me in
Totally.
and I'm playing dead, and they say, "I've got one, let's eat him."
Well,
What if
then
they
eat you?
check to see if you're
Yes,
dead
what
by
if they
have
stabbing?
to- I mean,
stick
they'd
you
have
with a
to-
sword.
I have to beat him in a roll, but if worth a shot.
I mean,
Beat him in a
what?
I just got to
I
have
have
my
a
wits about me.
question.
Oh.
I don't have a question.
My powers are formidable if reunited with my
So I think we should focus on trying to get the horn back so that I can try and help
Just
him
me, mate.
be reunited.
I agree. My best thought right now is we create a diversion.
Yes.
Try to separate the most of them from the leader.
Yes.
Maybe catch the other two in a little kissy
The
kissy.
two lickers. Maybe we bring like a giant lollipop and they could lick that instead.
I like that.
I can summon
Throw it.
lollipops.
You can.
Normally cherry ones, but yes.
I
The
am
worst
willing to, Lucy,
Yes?
possibly you'll do this with me.
What is it?
We could take flight,
You can fly.
yes, and shoot some
Love
arrows
that.
at them from a distance and see if they'll follow.
Yes.
It's free to follow after.
It's free.
It's free to fly.
After all.
I must warn you. Sometimes when his wings come out, other things come out
Is
too.
this the one guy that we met last? No, update yesterday.
No, it's him. When last time when his wings came out,
This is absolutely not.
there was some kind of abdominal pressure, and there was a release of some gas.
I was very excited. It was the first time that I'd ever taken flight.
It happens to the best of us. I mean, not me ever, but
I'm just warning you. If you hear some kind of growl,
So Chevroon would need to. So here's the thought. Lucy, you and I,
yes.
and possibly Jabbers could be with us as well.
I think so.
We take flight.
Okay.
And we shoot a few pot shots at these with being loud, and we see how many of them will come after us. And with the hopes that after you have gone in, yes, you guys go in all sneaky, and
you two and Tolov
cook a meal for you when you guys come back.
And we could carry in your body.
I'm dead. Can you go
So, is it you two, or is it you two and Tolov? The three of you change the way you look into Sawajin.
Question.
Yes.
Playing dead, is it only when I reach 0 hit points?
I don't know. Read it to me.
When reaching 0 hit points, I actually only go to 1 hit point and appear dead.
But if we're carrying,
but you can still.
I mean,
play dead.
I mean, how is your acting? You're probably no barmaid Meryl Streep,
no,
right? But you're probably pretty good. Yes,
I prefer
thespian.
wench, but
right.
Yeah. We could also, if we need to get you down to 0 hit points, we could also just.
You could just stab
Let's not be hasty. Young child of nature.
How you feeling?
Just
we left him alive.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be making like a performance check to see how well you.
What would that entail me to
That's
do? Rolling?
D20 plus your performance.
We'd also have to be
skill
very
modifier.
close for that to come into
3.
play.
Plus 3? Plus 3 is better than most.
Oh, yeah?
A great actor.
So,
and tilt it down.
Or Meryl's.
Eric, tilt it down.
So
There's
what
a
do you
lot
think?
of headroom.
This is not Chevroon speaking. DM speak.
What are the other
gonna do?
options I could do? I mean, I'm willing to play the.
That's better.
Play that.
And now it's off to the side a little bit more to hit it. A little bit more.
Or we could do the thing where I'm like.
What are you guys thinking?
Guys
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Have you guys ever? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That plan
It's a
sounds
plan.
excellent.
Chevroon, you just need to be, I think, the closest, safest distance.
Wait.
Well,
Ready for the horn.
let me say this initially.
What's your problem?
Oh, but
So
I
that-
have
I
to
have
be
one
there.
So that it is in the forefront of your mind. These things have been hunting me for some time. I am what they want. So I am willing and ready to play whatever role I need to within.
You think they'll shoot at you first, like immediately? Shoot first, ask questions later? Or they?
Or to capture him.
I suspect they may.
So if you were to be, from the same direction that we were in flight, or are you just saying you should just be the one who
You could draw them away, and as they follow your flight, they could see me in the forest. And as they come towards me, you return, continue to fight.
I would like to return.
While these three are carrying him. Yes, I still am formidable enough to stomp into the earth some of these sea devils.
But yes, we'd have to come back because I would have to be close enough.
To get to the horns, yeah.
Yes.
For the
Magic.
shrine, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which is why we need Chevroon there to put
Right.
the horn
Oh, you're
on
right.
the
He's
head.
be there.
That was my only thought.
So we all have to
not
be
being
in there.
Couldn't
diversion.
Barzizel would be with us.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to snatch the horn, send Barzizel in flight, or even Jabbers with the horn back to you two.
Is the whole island imbued with more of Alange's power or just the shrine? Would my powers work best at the shrine?
I suspect probably closer to the shrine than
That's what I
otherwise.
was feeling. So I think we need to be there.
At the shrine.
Mm-hmm. But if we could
Worth
sneak
a
into
shot.
the little room, the building that Bazizel saw.
You want to block the door from them coming in.
Mm-hmm. Just until
Put
I get
on
the
your
horn
horn.
on. And then he would have his full powers back.
And release him into the wild like a TriStar Movies opening.
What?
It's a unicorn.
We have this
Movie.
I think it's Pegasus.
Oh, is it?
We had these things back in the Feywild. We called movies. Basically drew a bunch of artwork and we put them together. And when you flip them really quickly, they kind of move.
Oh.
I would like
And
to
there's a
see
little-
this
there's a
sometime.
little tail
Oh,
of like
movie.
The
of a-
movies.
Oh, movie.
of a white horse.
Move.
The first one was a cow,
Well,
Of course it was.
and it was
Inaric was a cow.
it was
I
moving,
was.
and then it was like movies.
Anarch, you were once a cow.
I was. We took a hag and... Oh, darn, I don't have her head.
You don't have the head.
No,
Did we
it
drop the
was a
head?
bit decomposed, but I do have this head.
Oh,
Oh,
Which head
This
is that?
was from one of the Sawajin that we killed back
that-
in
that
the
is
thing.
what if
filthy.
I just
Lovely.
put that on top of my head and walked in, and I was your baby?
Try
I'm
it.
2.5 feet tall.
A baby Sawajin.
It's a
did you just
strange...
put your whole head
I
right
put it
into
on.
the...
I mean,
Des-
it's got a
desiccated
skull
head.
and everything in it, so
Oh, it didn't really
Marlon's like,
fit.
"Ah."
It was
So-
kind of hard to get on, but
But you're small.
Picture
It
that.
fits. It's big.
There's a little
It's
bit.
very
I could probably put the whole head on. You hold me like I'm your baby.
I don't think that.
I mean, do they
I'm
think
not
you're the
entirely
baby?
sure they
Am I not
they
cute enough to be a
reproduce
baby?
in such a way.
No.
I think maybe it's
Okay, the other option I had, I like the plan we have of me playing dead. We could roll with that.
What about eggs? Are they protecting young? Are they protecting anything
Well, that's a
here?
good question.
Well, didn't they spawn from blood? Don't they just like bloop and then they're a fully formed?
Well, those are the
Being.
gods.
no.
Oh, you're
It's the
right.
gods who created them were formed from that.
These guys are like.
But if you had
Yes,
to carry like you
eggs.
cut
I
me,
don't know.
But my hands are untied.
I don't know
Fish
how they.
eggs.
I don't know how they.
Open
Just
the
a
gate,
bunch
we
of
got
fish
one.
eggs stuck
How
to
they
the back.
recreate.
No, I do a whole clubbing up close range
Yeah.
attack.
I mean, that could work, but it only would work for a few moments.
True.
What are you thinking? Good warriors.
I'll play dead.
I think we would play dead, yeah. I mean, you could still do that, but you'll play dead a little bit longer.
True.
So you three will enter
In disguise.
in disguise, carrying him dead.
As if you cut
Saying
one.
we got one.
What if
And do you
they?
know their language?
What do they speak?
Sawajin.
I do not know what they
They
speak.
go...
It's a guttural, bubbly, filthy
They go-
something.
It's a
That's
pretty
right.
simple language.
Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah.
It's derived from Germanic.
We don't want to be asked too many questions.
No.
No, we
In fact,
don't.
you don't want to say anything,
You're
really.
just like screaming.
It's almost like right when you go in, without saying anything, that's when we...
Attack.
all at once.
And then
Diversion.
distract them. They'll be shooting, and we can make our way around the grounds.
I think
to
diversion first, because if they're all 9 standing around, they'll notice if... Wait, there's 3 more. We only had 9.
Yes, I agree. Diversion first.
Oh, you're
Dis-
right.
Get their minds in a distracted state.
Some
And then-
run off
Some
then
run off,
blend
and then
in.
you
We
come
come
in,
in,
and
then
could
blend
possibly
in.
you were the ones that ran off.
and caught one.
That's a fantastic
We
idea.
should have taken one of them.
Yes.
In fact, you don't even have to be dead. You could just be... That'd create a bit more
Oh, yeah, flame
diversion
around.
if you're trying to get away and
Oh, as if you cut me.
controlling you.
I like that too.
Yes.
I don't know what my scrambling is, but it's. Just kidding.
Plus 2
I mean,
scramble.
here's the deal with this
Scramble
plan. Here's the deal with this plan is that Chevaroon, the whole idea is we're trying to do a distraction so we can get the horn back to put it back on Chevaroon.
That's
If
true.
Chevaroon is a distraction himself, then he cannot be there to get his horn
That's
put
true.
back on.
So we have stage
So-
A of the plan.
Fatal
Stage
flaw.
B is us. Stage A is distraction. Stage B is we walk in, we steal the horn.
Off the forearm.
Stage C is we fight / get the horn to Chevaroon.
But I have to get there also.
You've got to be in the shrine.
And
We
at
gotta
the
get
shrine.
So
We need
distraction.
to get Chevaroon in the shrine.
Distraction happening here.
With you guys flying.
And once their energies are diverted, you disguised ones enter the fray.
Correct.
Yes. She needs to return.
So possibly
Into the mix.
what we do
Chevaroon.
is you fly from a different direction. I will be a distraction with jabbers.
That will be. You will continue
Jabbers and I
distracting.
will try to distract as many to come towards us while we are in the air.
To leave
the ensconced place, and that way you go in as Sawajin, and our unicorn friend Chevaroon also enters from a different direction. So that you are there to try to do this deed.
While as many as we hope will be
Chase
diverted,
after us.
chasing after you and our small dragon friend.
Yes.
Do you have good imitation skills as a bard? Like, could you imitate a unicorn sound of pain or something? But you're in pain, so they come and they run and they think they're hurt, so they can get you. Let's hear that.
Disrespectful. Sure. Sounds good to me.
Because
but
if they've been hunting Chevaroon and they think he's wounded somewhere, maybe they would all run faster to get to him.
What was that jingle?
Oh. It's
The
just
chimes.
me getting ready to
The
fly.
What if we took some of Chevaroon's
Sonic
hair?
R2D2,
You
get
guys
to did Chopper. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Marlon.
No.
Who's Marlon?
What?
No,
He said thank
Sonic
you, Marlon.
R2D2 and get to the Chopper.
Sonic
Shout out
R2D2?
to
Wow,
Sonic
that's a great name.
R2D2.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
Let's try it.
All right. Mask of many faces.
When do I come storming in then?
You go storming in after as many have come to chase me. As
Chase after you
Yes.
and Jabbers.
Yes.
Yes.
Quite the extent.
And I come back.
Okay.
So
Wait.
Are you comfortable with
No,
that?
I don't know
I
if
am.
we're clear on this one.
I'm just scrambling, and once I'm in there, I'm just fighting.
And you
Right,
fly from a different direction.
The other
so
way,
you,
okay.
Yes, so you can just
And then I
fly
come back.
in.
Oh, okay.
You fly in, so you're not with me.
Okay.
So you can just fly in and see if you guys can
I try
do
to
the horn
fly and grab the
Chevaroon.
horn off his pouch and fly back up into the air.
That'd be
I am
pretty
quite
dandy.
small.
Oh, yeah.
dandy indeed.
Oh, dear.
No, so this will work.
That's a $600.
Can you go
Hey,
invisible?
McKinley,
I don't
thanks for
know.
I
stopping
can,
in.
but I can't be invisible and do something else. Oh, but I could fly and be invisible.
You can
Right?
fly. You do have invisibility.
Yes.
McKinley, thank you for hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what pulls you out of invisibility is
Like casting a spell.
casting a spell and attacking.
Good night,
Oh.
Jabby. Jabbers is going.
So I could
he's saying good night
fly
to get to
in
the chopper. Oh,
As
get to the chopper. Good
invisible,
night.
as long as I don't have to attack anyone.
Oh, great.
I could be invisible.
Perfect.
So just
Yeah, let me
Don't
make
have to
sure.
attack.
Perfect.
Easy
Anything.
enough.
So you're invisible as long as spell ends.
so
If you attack or cast a spell.
okay,
That's
worth a shot.
that's what it says.
I say we do it.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm flying in invisible, trying to steal the horn.
Let's say, for the sake of brevity, you've been walking south through the forests, making the plan as
As
you
we're
go along.
discussing.
Fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
It saves us 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, 2, but
2
yeah.
hours.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Do you want to give me a moment to scrawl a quick mappy thing on the
Yes.
other side of this?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do
Oh,
theater
for
of the
the
mind?
shrine.
Because I don't have a map drawn for it.
Oh.
So I didn't know where you guys were going to get tonight. So,
We are efficient.
yeah. Let's do this. Let's turn some things over, yeah? Sorry, everybody. But this is just how D&D is. We just, we draw maps when we have to.
Sometimes you don't know where it's going to lead.
Correct.
But we do have a fresh map on the other side, which is great. Okay, so I will start by drawing. Which camera is it?
Right there.
It's over here. Okay, good. Okay, so the fountain is 20 feet. That's a circle, believe me. That's too wide, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? So there's a statue there. Okay, and there's trees. And these are all trees. They're just sporadically all throughout the area. And leading away
invisible to pickpocket him?
Oh dear.
I'm talking about Marlon.
Oh dear.
Okay. This is north. This is south. So you guys are coming this direction. That way.
Let's do this.
Okay. So, let me just set up the way they will be when you get there, when you see them. Oh yes, this is the throne. Right here.
Yes, the full. Very well done,
Yes.
Matt.
That's how we do it, right? So here is the Baron, four-armed. It's like Pigeon Rat.
Baron.
Ooh, Pigeon Rat. Big shout out to Pigeon Rat.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And his bride. And then
Licky,
we have-
licky.
Phonetic Deeds, are you saying that our stream crashed? No.
No, I'm watching.
No, we are currently welcome everyone who are watching. We are currently setting up another battle.
We are.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
The lady?
Pepperoni. Oh. She's like a veggie kind of pizza.
Are
I
you,
don't know,
are you
but I would
ordering
say,
pizza?
Maybe.
pepperoni.
Maybe.
If
Okay.
you're gonna do it straight
Because
up.
we're going to be here for another 2.5 hours. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're going to war.
We're going to throw down, baby! Okay, so
But no
this is what Barzizel would have shown you
Oh, you ordering pizza?
or explained
Oh,
to
are
you.
you? She
You
likes
can have
like.
the topping.
Oh, that's right.
You can have the topping, Mark.
I can't, but there's the...
Marcus.
You do like well, just give we'll eat whatever. We're fine.
I mean, no meat? Is she a no meater?
She might like some veggies, yeah.
Well, I don't know if they have veggies, but
Okay.
Pepperoni's good. It's easy. Oh, there she is. What is your favorite?
We weren't talking about you at all.
Me?
If you were to have, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Veggie.
That's what I said. I don't know which one. Like what
Which
veggie
veggie?
specifically?
Mushrooms, probably.
I was gonna say that.
You should have said
If
it.
we're in like a love connection show.
Now you know.
Now you know. Okay, so are we... yeah. I don't know. I don't want to stop you from doing whatever you're doing. So, you guys are making your way towards the battle, right? This is, as I said before, this is what Barzizel would have described to you, and you would have related to the rest of the group. We have the fountain in the middle, surrounded by trees. It's a fairly dense part, and Chevaroon would confirm all this information that he gave. Again, a short path leading away from the fountain leads to this small building of worship. Where do you want to set up? How are we approaching this? Because we're in different groups, right?
Distraction from one area.
Okay, so you three will look like...
So I would
You're going
say
to look like Sawajin. What direction are you going to come from?
I would say
With
I am flying with jabbers.
We want to come from this backside. As much as I guess we have to come from the same direction the distraction's coming from. Ish.
Yes.
Because we're coming from the north.
So we want to hide.
Generally, everybody's coming from the north this direction.
We want to hide and let them run off.
North of the
and then come back in.
Okay.
So it's all going to be
Roll
the same
stealth.
direction.
You two and roll for total of stealth.
Got it.
Oh, 19 plus 2.
What do I have to?
Oh,
I'm just like-
17.
I'm a prisoner.
You're with them, right?
Yeah.
Reroll. Thank you for the rerolls, everyone.
Oh, do I? Even if I'm being a prisoner?
For now, because I think you want to
To
quiet.
get as close as we can, yeah. What about rolling a d20?
Yeah, and add your stealth modifier. And where,
Check
where
it
are you
out.
guys
Yeah,
going
just
to be?
finding
You're
a
gonna
20
go
right
somewhere?
here.
Or
No, we've got
So-
to come in the same direction, right?
same direction?
Relatively the same direction. I mean, if we once we get
Oh.
them going, you can come around.
What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 9, but my stealth is 7 plus 7.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's
Total is rolled.
Yes, Tolov used a D20 reroll. Thank you very much for those D20 rerolls, everyone.
Thank you very much.
So you, Corian, are going to be with Jabbers.
Yes, Jabbers and I, Jabby,
That's Dravalis.
Jabbers and I are.
So
Jabbers, we're so glad you're with us.
And where are you going to be?
So we are going to come in from the heights of, yes, relatively that direction, exactly. And then you guys can be a little northwest.
How high off the ground are you
and then come around.
How high off the ground are you flying?
30 feet.
Okay.
Set up for 550 a night.
All right. We'll say it's close enough for now.
I'm also flying
Okay.
the other side, correct? Yes. Excellent.
Well, you're going to be invisible, right?
Yes.
You are invisible.
But I'm going after.
The
Which
horn.
one's holding the horn?
The one with the forearms.
Forearms. Okay. Yes. He's my target.
They all have forearms.
You guys are
If they got hands and elbows, right?
so.
And biceps,
now-
too.
You're stage 1, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So stage 2 is these guys coming in after you try to draw people away. So what direction are you guys coming in from? Masked and hidden guys.
So we just need to be far away enough off that they won't see us as they're going, but that we can kind of double back and make it look
So the
like.
hope is they follow Corian this
Right.
direction.
And then we kind of hook back around. So yeah.
Maybe this way.
Yeah.
And Chevroon. Where is he going to be?
Chevron's maybe back here, further back, so that he can't be seen.
He's in the ocean, right there. He's not in the ocean. Okay. Okay. So, what did you guys roll for stealth?
21.
21. Tolov got
What did Tolev get?
Tolov got a 19 plus
19?
whatever hers is.
okay.
I got 16 total.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Total.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
Still pretty darn good.
No. Considering I have 0 stealth.
Oh, you have 0 stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
I had this was a flat 17.
So you're stealthing. Yeah. If you guys are waiting. Oh, that's right. Okay. Stage 1. What are you gonna do?
Right, so I spread my wings.
Okay. So you call upon.
I do not let out a tooth. This is not a part of the lexicon.
You call upon your angelic history.
Yes.
And unfurling from your back are these 2 angelic wings.
Yes.
And you begin to
Azalaya.
fly.
As I fly into the air.
So you and Jabbers have taken flight, and
I fly up.
How close do you want to get?
I want to get close enough so that my hand. What is my hand crossbow? 60 feet. Is that right?
I don't know. It should be written there. Hopefully it's written there.
It's not written there, but it's 60 feet. I believe it's 60 feet.
Okay.
So that I can actually take a shot that can.
Yeah.
That can.
Well, then let's just make sure here, because
You probably have some kind of advantage.
hand
Pizza
crossbow.
place is closed, by the way.
Oh, really?
Take that.
Hand crossbow. 30 feet.
30 feet. My goodness, I'm going to write that
Yeah,
down.
and then between 30 and 120 is your disadvantage range.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, that's because I don't care if it hits them. I mean, so 120 feet is my.
Great.
Okay, great. So, yes. So I want to be close enough so that I can yell and be heard as well.
Okay.
You do have, while you're flying, a power that's much louder than yelling.
Okay. So, so you and Jabbers come flying. I mean, right now you are. You're about 60, 70 feet away right now.
Okay, great.
So.
That's great. So we hover up above the trees, above the tree line.
Yeah.
Right. And I yell a little vicious mockery.
Okay.
At them.
Okay.
Scaly boys with your scaly eyes. Peel off those scaly eyes. Oh, did your mother disown you when you were little scaly tadpoles in the tadpools? Perhaps so you cannot swim, because I am swimming in your blood tonight. Chevroon and I are waiting for you. And I shoot a crossbow bolt into their
midst. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that one guy, this one guy right here, is close enough to be affected by this. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw. And that's a 9.
No.
It's a fail.
That's a fail.
Your DC is higher than that.
Oh,
your
yes.
Spell save DC.
Oh yes.
So he's going to take some psychic damage. 1d4. Roll it up.
Bam.
Get him, Mike. Get him.
That would be a 2.
Okay.
Oh no, baby, don't
He's
get
like,
in.
Oh, I don't like that.
All right. So I mean, this one guy, he's just like he can't understand a word you say, but the arcane nature of your taunt pierces him through his mind, and he actually feels this like slice into his psyche as you injure him mentally. He shakes. You shoot your arrow out,
Trying to aim at the 4-armed man because it's all disadvantage. Anyway.
right? Okay. Yep. Roll with disadvantage. Roll twice. Take the lower of the 2.
Fairly good.
Well, you gotta take the other one.
That's right. I know. 14, 19.
Dang.
Nice.
19 hits.
Excellent.
Bam.
4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points.
Well done.
Wow. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay.
That's right.
7 points, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And they say, Jabbers, let out a screech.
Okay, Jabbers will do that at the very same time because they're going to react. So Jabbers, she screeches out, and she that's pretty much all she can do. She flaps her wings really, really erratically, and there's like a little bit of pixie fairy dust that comes floating off and envelops the air around you, just to kind of add to the, to the visual, nature of your efforts to try and get their attention. Now we see if they fall for the bait. Do you tuck and run?
No, I wait to see if they come. Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to fly in before they run away? Will forearms run away? Because I'm trying to.
Well, we'll find
We're
out.
about to find out. You're invisible and you're watching all this happen right now. Okay. Your invisibility lasts. I'm looking how long that lasts here. It lasts for an hour. It's a concentration spell.
Okay.
So,
Focus.
yeah. So you would have just cast it. So
Okay.
it's going good. So let's see. Wow. Okay. So what I'm rolling for there, because this is a totally unorthodox, I'm rolling insight to see if they can determine if you're a distraction or not. And on both of those rolls, I cut the group into 2 groups. I rolled a 4 on both.
Oh.
So the insight was really terrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they all fell
for
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Machete. Super Machete, thank you for being here. Super Machete, shout out.
Super man.
So actually, yeah, I've cut them into 3 different groups. So
Because you didn't want all of them to go.
well, no, I actually have them set. I mean, when I took my notes
DMs.
today, I had divided them into 3 groups based on a different scenario that you would have been in. So I'm still going to approach it from 3 different groups. So these 3 come storming after you, and these 3 come storming after you.
Yes.
You have 6 coming after you. Gosh, and they're roll initiative.
Ooh.
I need you to be in some measure of initiative order along with their 2 groups because you're fighting now.
Yes.
So
What does the initiative do? If you what is it for?
Initiative is just how it establishes who goes next in order of combat. And it's just like determining who responds to the situation quicker or slower. So That's a pretty heavy sigh I heard over there.
21.
Oh.
Dang.
Oh, you playing possum or opossum. Okay. Oh. Wow, I got to use a different die.
Bloodshed.
Battle is
Okay.
That's the purple pre-fight mode.
Okay.
Now it's fight mode.
So you got a 21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, this is going to be interesting. This is all crazy. So I'm going to treat you two. I'm going to treat you two as a group. Corian.
Oh yes.
You and Jabbers. And then.
I know. Wait, I'm still out of a fish right now, still though, so I don't need it yet.
Yes.
So, they are reacting, and they're coming at you, but you react quicker than they do. What do you do?
Yes.
And
What do
we
you and
also
Jab-
have to pull them away a little
You and
bit.
Jabbers do.
Right. So here's what I would like to do. I would like to.
As soon as this happens, by the way, these guys are man, they are kind of bloodthirsty and frenzied, and they immediately are like they all six of these guys. They've got spears, and they're just like, you know, and they're just the gutturally, bubbly language. I mean, they're agitated, and they just. This is it. Your group is coming in, and they see you guys, and it's time. Oh, it's time for the kill, and that's what you get from their body language.
Great. So as I see that they are starting to react, I extend my hand with my fist like this, and then I say, "Splatter, splatter, make your blood splatter. I shall cast a lovely shatter." Like that. And I cast a shatter.
All right.
And this front three group.
Okay.
Get her, mate.
Shatter. That's a level 2 spell there, Corian.
Yes, it is, and it's 3d8 to everyone in the 10-foot radius.
Oh.
My guy knows what's
Okay, where do you want them? Or what are you aiming at?
Well, I would like to aim at the...
I mean, I kind of messed these guys up, but let's
I assume that at least two of them would be in the same 10-foot radius. So I wanted to get the maximum damage.
These two.
So whoever
these alone. So you can
closest
go
to us.
these
Yes,
two,
those two.
Or any of these
To
ones
your
together.
right.
Right
Yep.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
The clubby boys.
So those two guys, they have to make a con save. You're well within range. That is a 10.
Nope. Does not
Which
pass.
fails, I believe, and that's even lower. So they both fail.
Excellent.
So you roll 3d8 thunder damage.
Yes, 3d8s.
A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage and could shatter.
Now, I also have a question. Since I am in flight, extra radius damage. Oh, that's only 30 feet, though, so forget it.
Yeah.
Within 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm not within 30 feet. 3d8. So that's 4 plus 7, which is 11. Plus 8.
19. So you reach out your fist, and you point at these guys, and this barely perceptible to you sphere of force envelops these guys, and you can see it, and it encircles them, and then it crushes in like, and it's like a strange arcane ball of crushing and tearing, trying to rip them apart, and they are mangled and hurt. And I mean, when this sphere finishes its business, they're covered in scrapes and scratches, and they're totally bewildered. Hurt.
And then I say, Jabbers, let's leave this joint. and then we fly, a low fly, off that way.
Okay. Remind me, it was how many?
Oh, sorry.
The damage?
19.
Okay. Awesome. Yep. That's hard math, dude. Wow.
19.
Yeah, they are hurt bad. Okay, so you fly what direction? Just this way?
Yes, that way.
All right, you're off, man.
You guys might even be able to finish him off.
You're off, man. And now it is these guys' turn, and they're just going to storm after you. They're going to run the movement.
Yes, that's right.
Let's just hold it.
Cut them in half as they come our way.
Yeah.
Yeah, shady. Yeah.
You get sleepy.
These guys are roughly here as well. And you're over there somewhere. Okay. That's happening.
Yeah.
What else is happening?
All right. So I think
What you did notice as you cast the spell, the Baron is like standing on his throne, yelling.
Hey, Super Machete! Thank you, Super Machete, for being in the problem.
You're welcome.
Super Machete.
He's up yelling, trying to, direct traffic, so to speak, with these minions of his that have run off, but ineffectually doing so. And the priestess next to him, she, the rest of you, because you're watching all of this happen, you see her utter this guttural, arcane verbiage, and she goes up to him and just slaps him right on the throat and smacks him. And he shakes it off like this, but he's good. Okay, what happens now?
All right. We need to time it just right so that we're not coming in too soon.
Yes.
So we have to let them be gone and out of sight for at least enough time for them to run into someone. So maybe like a minute. We need to let them get off for a minute before we even think about walking in.
Okay,
So
what's your flight speed and how long can you fly for?
I can fly for a minute, but I have another thing that I would like to do.
Okay.
So when it's my turn again in the initiative.
Okay, well, if that's what they're gonna do, then and no one else is gonna.
Well, I could move in behind the guy.
Okay, you want to position in behind?
Yes,
Okay.
so that I'm prepared to swoop.
So they are chasing you.
Super Machete says hi, Mom.
Hi, Super Machete.
Is the flickering distracting?
No.
Distracting.
Okay, so you are maintaining the same
Yes.
height?
I could go
A little
down.
lower?
Should I go lower?
Nah, I mean, you don't want them to hear you.
That's true, because I can't attack, so I'll stay high.
Okay. With advantage, because you're invisible, roll for stealth.
Okay. 20? Roll a 20?
D20 and add, there's a stealth modifier.
Oh, nice. Nah.
Wait, what is it?
3.
You get to re-roll. So
But-
advantage means
So
you
with
roll
advantage,
twice.
yes, with advantage.
Yeah, advantage means roll twice
Oh,
to
okay.
take the higher number.
Okay. Roll again?
Yeah.
Nice. 15.
15 plus your stealth
6.
modifier.
Ooh.
So 20.
Oh.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Nigh on to invisible. Oh, she's invisible.
Quite
pretty
stealthy.
She is invisible, but wings make sound.
Yes.
So
That's why I stayed high.
okay. So you were hovering there. Chevroon is staying over where he is. If you guys don't wait in, if you wait, Inarik's kind of holding you guys off for about a minute.
Yeah.
A minute passes, your wings dissipate, and you land on the ground.
Wait. Well, aren't we back into initiative because they're chasing us? So
Yeah.
it's like 6. All right, great.
Yeah, but you are no longer flying.
So that was all.
Well,
1 minute?
okay. I mean, as it is, are you just flying away and then
I was just
tracking with you?
on
or-
my one turn, my 30-foot turn
Okay.
flying.
Okay.
So how long do I have left of flight?
If that's only 6 seconds. So,
Alright.
so you have another, 54 seconds
Okay,
of flight.
great. That's what I was depending on.
Yeah. Okay.
So then what I would like to do is I say Jabba's. Jabba's. Does Jabba's appear or disappear like?
She is no.
No. Okay.
Like Barzizel? No.
I say. Jabba's go left.
Okay, so she
So I
peels
send her
off left.
and then I would like to hover down. So I do hover down below the tree line, right?
Okay.
And then cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. So Jabbers peels off this direction. Are you landing on the ground? Or are you still hovering?
No, still hovering.
So like 5 feet off the ground?
Yes, 5 feet off. 5 is great.
Okay.
Whichever would be like out of sight. I'm assuming there are trees.
Let's just assume you're going to be over here somewhere. And now you are invisible. Okay?
And then I would like to fly back. So sort of circle around. Circle this way so I can come back into the fray while they are off chasing who they think they're chasing.
Okay. All right. So you command Jabbers to go off. None of them follow after her. You go invisible. Like you come hovering down to the ground. You find yourself behind a good trunk. You cast invisibility, and you have another 48 seconds left to make your way wherever you want to. So you start to come back here. Is that the idea?
Kind of that way. Yes.
So you're over here. Let's say you got to about here. These guys, they have run to where they saw you here. So we're imagining them over here off map, just barely. And we'll see what they do on the next round. You still gonna wait that minute?
I think it's time.
Okay.
I mean, it's been almost a minute.
That's been about a half a minute.
Okay.
We'll say. Time for you to wade in. You're watching this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What do you say, Baracus? Is it time?
I think it's time.
Let's go. All right, we're walking in. We've carefully studied the ones who ran off.
There's no way for
And
you to pick
you're
part of the
grasping
thing, is
him, and he's like,
Right.
You guys come in as like a distraction.
Okay.
We have a prisoner.
Okay. Straight from here, back
That's
here.
me.
Straight in from. I mean, as angled as we can, just to make the deception complete.
Okay. So these guys again are out there. So you come walking in here, and as soon as you get about, you're about right here. The Baron stands up off his throne, and he points at you, and he says, "What did you find? Oh, yeah. What did you find?"
So while he's talking and pointing, can I try and swoop in and steal the horn?
Yes,
he's distracted?
you can. Yes, you can. So
Now
let's
it
have a
sounds
little
like
bit of a
This is a great.
let's have a little bit of a conversation
So-
here. So
We're really,
Hamming it up.
you understand what he's saying.
Oh!
Why do I understand? what
Have
he's
you been
saying?
Frenching the king?
You've been the touchy
You hear him speak. You hear him speak in a language you can understand.
All right.
He's what did you find? What did you find out there? You just ran off.
Is he the lord of...
What is that you have there?
We have a prisoner.
We have a prisoner. Prisoner. But he's. Stop it! Stop it!
So we're trying to
go, mate.
Yes.
Bring the prisoner here.
trying to make it, distract him as much as possible.
Bring the prisoner.
All right. So we're.
I want the horse. Get the horse. I don't want that little whelp. He knows where the horse is.
Tell
Tell him what you told us about the horse.
Okay, make a.
I know where the horse is.
With advantage, make a deception check.
Oh, for lines.
Accidental.
No, this isn't fun anymore.
Nerve-wracking.
That's a 6.
What's the
I'm gonna
weight?
use.
Well, what's your
With
modifier?
with advantage. Deception.
Yeah.
No. Oh, we don't roll, right?
17.
Roll again. I rolled a 17.
Oh, this king knows his.
Thank you for the D6s, by the way.
20.
Dirty.
Beat that.
He says, "What? You
You know where the unicorn is? That's what he says.
Okay.
Get off of me.
Tell him.
All right.
Bring him here. Tell him. Bring him here.
All right, so we're closing in closer.
Okay.
Yes, bringing in.
We're getting
I
even
look up
closer.
to the invisible spot. And
Signal?
I'm winking my eyes around it crazy. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where you are.
All right. When are you acting?
Now.
It's a good time.
Okay. Now you want to roll sleight of hand.
Okay. 20.
D20 plus your sleight of hand modifier.
Okay.
So you have flown.
She has one reroll, right? From the
I
sub?
think this is mine.
No, from the reroll from the sub.
Oh,
From
that's
the
right.
subscriber.
Yeah,
From Marsha.
yeah, that's right.
Marsha CP.
Thanks
You are
so
now.
much.
Marsha.
You are now there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right behind him. Here we go.
Welcome everyone.
And
Sorry
does
to
she
roll,
have
by
a
the way.
sleight
It's free to
She's
follow if
invisible.
you'd like to follow. It's
to
free to
follow.
follow.
Yeah.
Just click that follow button.
No, because she's going to be having to reach around him and
Oh, yeah.
handle, stuff around his waist.
Do it.
Here we go.
You can do it.
17.
Oh.
Plus
sleight of
4.
Oh! Yes.
Okay. So while he is gesticulating, very roughly towards you 3, 4, the Sawajan on his left and the Sawajan priestess on his right are very intent on what you're doing, and your invisible hand, in the most miraculous way possible, reaches forward.
Snatch it back.
The dice, baby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he has this, what you see really briefly through your sweaty eyes and your nervous brain. He's got this odd looking belt. He's got this like big breastplate. The other guys don't have this kind of armor. Like, he's covered in this almost like coral breastplate.
Okay.
And just underneath it at the waist, there's this braided, smelly belt it's probably some kind of hardened, dried seaweed. And the unicorn horn, which is, hanging from his belt, looks like a sword. It's probably 3 feet long.
Oh. It's taller than me.
Yeah, it's 2.5, 3 feet long, and it's just kind of braided through the braided element of his belt, and through his it's probably through this distraction, he's just so intent on finding out where the unicorn would be that he doesn't feel your nimble fingers very quickly
Snatch it out.
unwinding it from
I've
the
done
braid
braided
in this
too.
belt.
Okay.
And they don't see it float away behind them.
Yes.
Ah, Lucy! Jabby says, woohoo, Lucy!
That was crazy.
I know. Yeah.
And I rolled like a 17
Ooh.
on his
Roll when it counts.
perception. So
This is going well.
okay,
Well.
so you have that in
Have the
hand.
sword.
He's going to continue talking.
Okay.
So
You are making your
now-
way back.
Yes.
What are you doing?
To come here, I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah, you're
And,
flying.
at some point I'll have to land. And
Yes.
Yeah. So
Can you grab me and get me out? And then the fish can just.
I think this is
walk.
probably already. I think my minute.
So you guys have now walked
This is
up to
over
here.
2.5 feet tall.
All right. So I'm gonna.
What's your marching order here? Are you kind of taking the lead?
I'm kind of in front, yes. And I'm holding him, and I'm gonna kind of whisper like, "All right, why don't you kind of make a break for it now?"
Yeah. But what if we tell them they might shoot me if they're running away?
It's the wrong guy.
He's like, what are you saying?
Why don't
You tell me where the unicorn is.
just say
Looking
that
at you.
He's gonna take us. Just say like, oh, I'm gonna show you guys where he's at, and
But then he's gonna come with us.
the king won't come. He's gonna stay here.
Are you talking, or what are you doing? You can understand him as well.
Oh, the king?
All 4 of you can understand this guy.
He says,
Strangely enough.
"He says he'll take us to him."
Do we have the
Told
wrong
him as
guy?
well.
Sylvan,
Wrong
common,
guy.
and
What's that?
Do you have the wrong guy? We have to take him back.
But if that's the wrong guy, they're gonna
What's
kill
going
him
on?
Here, that's the wrong guy.
You don't know.
What's happening here? Huh?
He says he'll take us where the unicorn is.
I'll take you.
Just us two.
What? Just us two? Speak or die, and find your way to my belly.
What? And Todd says,
Yes, let me kill him.
What?
No, I can take you to the unicorn. You just got to let me live. And I'll tell you where he's at. I know where he stays.
Let me kill him. Quiet. Deception check. D20 plus your deception modifier.
What's my deception at? Oh, not bad. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I got an 8.
13.
Plus 5 is 13.
Okay. Then do it! Do it now! Before I kill you! And he's got his trident like right. I mean this you're what, 2.5 feet tall?
Yeah.
This guy he's about 10 feet tall. He's a giant creature. He's big, like bigger than you. And yeah, I mean, you know, if he hiccups with this trident, he's probably gonna kill you right through the throat.
Skewer you.
Skewer you is the right word, yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready to go? This is awfully close to
Now, let's go.
Yes! I want to go so I can kill him afterwards!
Yes.
Point.
Deception check for Tolov.
Tolov, why are you talking?
Tolov.
Yeah.
Tolov, why would you talk?
Why are you making it all?
15.
All right. Come on! Let's go! All right. We'll let the others take care of that flying fool out there. I want to drink unicorn blood before this night is through.
Point. Now.
Oh, to the south.
Let's go. We just
yes,
go.
us three, yes.
We just go.
We just go.
You guys just start marching with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess at some point we're gonna have to see if anyone else is following us.
What are you doing? And what are you doing?
I am.
Get that horn to
I
him.
am waiting
Fix him.
for to see who all exalts.
Okay.
Where's the shrine at?
Exalts.
Leaves.
The fountain in the
Exits.
middle.
That's where you gotta be to put
exits.
the horn on him.
No, I have to
Alright,
go back to Shiveroon. But I guess
yeah, I
we
mean,
want to be
he's-
closer.
He's putting his foot down. He's commanding them to follow.
Great.
Oh, great. Come on with us, huh?
Cheveroon versus.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So you're watching?
I'm need to signal Cheveroon to come towards the fountain, right? Because we want to. Okay, maybe I go hide behind one of these trees.
You can
that
go
are
right
near.
to him and bring it back.
Oh, but I want to. But we need to be close to the
So
shrine.
go get him and bring him back.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you got you can't be seen still. I
Okay.
think.
Okay. So these guys, they go off map. Yeah.
Get wrecked. Welcome back. Get wrecked.
So they go off map.
Get wrecked.
These guys. Have to figure out what these guys are doing, because
They're ready to be finished off.
well,
I
they
think.
don't care about jabbers, and they've lost you, and so they're probably going to find their way back here. That's I'm just telling you what I think they would probably do. The bloodlust in their eyes. So that's going to be a little while. They'll probably search for a few minutes. So what are you doing?
So
here?
okay, so they've left. Yes. So are they out of earshot?
Yep.
Great. I uninvisibility myself, and I say, Cheveroon and Lucy, let's go into the shrine. Let me help with my healing word as well.
Excellent.
In here, or just
Where Cheveroon? Where's the old magic, old faith, the strongest?
he says, well, this whole area is the shrine.
Great.
So we just need to be somewhere that will be hidden. Right?
Go into the building.
Into the building?
They
Yeah,
won't
let's go
see
into the
me.
building.
We don't
Okay.
know what's in the building.
Yeah.
Cheveroon does, right? I guess we don't know.
Well,
that.
he's told you that
Yeah,
it's a place of learning
okay.
and worship.
But it's
Books.
been unoccupied. It's been occupied.
We don't
by
know
fish
if there's something
creatures.
in the building.
Yeah.
That's
True.
true.
Just do it fast. Try it fast. Whatever you're doing.
Just put the damn horn on
Okay,
it.
let's just do the horn.
Yes, let's do the horn.
Okay. So what you see as you're walking there's this fountain here, right? And it's dry.
Let's go to the statue.
This is a dry, filthy fountain. I mean, there's you look around and there's like decomposing body parts from Zvarts and stuff.
Big shout out, Jenny.
These guys are terrible. And this shrine is a picture. It's a depiction of a woman in this flowing, beautiful gown. She has kind of a hardened face. One hand has a book in it like this, and the other arm ends right here.
I was about to say.
You've got the arm.
I want to pull out the arm.
Okay.
And just hold it up to it and see if it attaches by itself.
Okay. You hold the arm up, and it's clear that it's been broken off of this statue, but it's just a broken.
So it just comes off.
It doesn't like reattach itself magically or anything like
I
that.
thought maybe it would magically. Sorry, Shepard. I thought maybe it would magically.
But
great. Let's get to trying to heal your horn.
If you think it would
horn?
work.
Or do we need to fix the fountain first?
I don't think we need to fix the fountain.
The fountain has been dry for
we want to fix this
for much time.
Let's do the horn.
Great. So may I
Yes.
grab the horn?
Yes, it's quite.
Let me get it.
for me.
Yeah, it's not light. I mean, it's at its base, it's probably 2.5, 3 inches as it tapers for 2.5, 3 feet.
So I say, Chevroon, if you'd like to.
So he lowers his head.
I place it on there, and then I
also have a
cast
healing
a
spell.
healing word while.
What do you say?
Yes. Horn of unicorns, be reborn.
Oh, I also say that.
So his spell is based on verbiage.
Oh, mine.
Yours is like
earth. So I just feel it.
You just
okay,
lay
put
your
my
hands
on the horn.
So you wrap your hands around the horn.
Okay.
Okay. So there's this this flash of healing magic, both of an arcane nature and of a nature based type magic, working together, and the horn grows warm in your hands as you have it placed against the unicorn's head, and there's this sense of peace that both of you feel. You don't know. I mean, it's a similar peace to the one that you felt in his grove, but let's get away from this because we're not really fighting right now. It's a similar peace that you felt before when resting in the grove, and as the effect of your spell, as the casting of your spell comes to a close, the horn remains separate from his head. And he says, it was a valiant and noble effort, and I applaud you for doing what you can for me.
It grew warm to my touch.
That's a good sign.
Oh.
It's a sign that there's still a chance, I think.
But we're not powerful enough.
I fear that is the truth.
I feel that Allonge is not fully connected to this place anymore. Maybe we need to help the fountain. I feel like we have to help the fountain.
Bring water to it. I'm not hearing this.
This, as I said, this fountain has been dry for centuries. I know of no way.
What's in the building?
Oh. Books. Right?
Go look.
There's an altar for prayer. There are books.
We have to go inside.
All right, let's go check it out.
Where should we keep the horn?
He's down in the dumps. He thought the
Probably give it to Chevaroon, right? Do you have some sort of?
He doesn't have hands to
saddlebag?
hold it.
He doesn't have saddlebags. No. No.
I trust you.
Let's.
I'll hide it. I'm a master of disguise.
Okay. We should probably hurry.
Yes.
I fear for your friends. They've left, and frankly, I fear for us because there are others that may return.
Let's go into the building
Okay.
in case if they do return.
Okay.
Into the building.
There you go.
I don't know what we'll find, but let us go. So you make your way to the double doors. They're about 10 feet wide, 15 feet high. And the doors themselves are kind of broken off the hinges a little bit. Like they still work, but there used to be like a locking mechanism that doesn't work anymore. You enter in, and there's along both sides. Let's see. So the building would look. Let's see if I can remember my description here.
Are there torches?
Yeah.
Sure. So in each of these corners there are strangely glowing torches. And each of them have the sculpture of a hammer. Yeah, each of them have like an inset sculpture, so like the negative space of a sculpture, carved out of these kind of pillar things here. I mean, they're obviously not pillars, but they're rounded, sections that are offset from the wall a bit, almost as though they're like a quarter of a pillar, so to speak. And each of them have the symbol of a hammer chiseled and carved into the corners. And then there are, up here there is there's like an altar for worship. And then there are shelves here and here. These shelves are loaded with books. I can also do that too. These books are old. I mean, they're centuries, if not millennia old. They're dusty. They're old, but they surprisingly have weathered the test of time. And so that one, there's some pews here that people would sit at. And then right here, maybe even bigger than that. I wrote notes about this place weeks ago, and I think I'm off a little bit, but it's fine. Two large, 10-foot wide. No, not 10 feet, 5-foot wide pillars going from floor to ceiling on those two places right there, those two large circles. And and now so you walk in and you see before you this space that I described, but littered all on the floor over here and along the front, all in this area, there is only what you can describe as treasure.
Ooh.
It's a big old pile of it.
Tell us, relax.
Big old pile of it. There's coin, there's sacks, there's ceremonial weaponry, gold and silver gilded candelabra.
Arr.
Right. I mean, it's a pile of pirate treasure.
Oh. Sunken ships.
Because they are pirates.
They come from the ocean.
Yes. Flick a coin into the well and make a wish.
So there's that. Again, yeah. I mean, you look around, like these pews. They've been overturned and slashed. But these Sawajin have gotten their hands on some treasure, and they've been using this space as their little lair for dumping their booty, so to speak.
As Jabby just said, booty.
Yep. And that is where we will end our session. As we discover this.
Pirate booty.
As we discovered some booty.
Pirate booty Cheetos.
That was that plan got executed.
That was a fun plan, you guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised it went that well.
That went really well.
So we're a little divided, which is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Not for me, but for you guys, it should be a little nerve-wracking. But
this is like real Lord of the Rings. We just separated.
Yeah.
I mean, Boomer and Hill, do you guys want to come back next week?
Yeah.
Are you guys in town next week?
Yeah, it's the week after.
It's the week after? All right, so we might have one more week with Boomer and Haley.
Yeah.
In the house.
We need you guys here.
Yeah. We need you here for your peeps.
Because this is pretty significant what's going on right now.
I know.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys just you never fail to go off book. Just go side, make things go sideways.
Jabby did a nice job tonight. Jabby, awesome having Jabbers.
Thank you, Jabby.
Jabbers was integral in our plan.
I have some notes that say if they do this, then do that, or if they do this, then do that. But I only wrote like a couple of little things. And yeah, you guys didn't do none of that.
So those rolls, he was getting like 19s and 20s.
Crazy rolls. That's some crazy rolls.
That's nice.
Thank you, everybody, for being here with us.
Yes.
This has been great. We just got a new lighting setup that we were trying out, which is kind of fun.
Hopefully you like it.
It was great. Let us know in the chat whether or not you like the lighting. And we'll be back next week with another episode of Fractured Roll. Hopefully Lana will be with us. We're not sure. Inaric will be...
I may be away.
Possibly might be away.
I will be away, but my flight arrives at 7, so maybe I'll catch the last little bit.
Burbank or LAX?
LAX.
Yeah. Okay.
But I have to come back this way anyway.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll make it before you guys are totally done.
Well, what you guys have facing you next week is,
well,
a bit of a mystery.
Yes.
This mysterious room full of treasure. 6 Sawajin over here who you don't know what they're doing, and
a broken horn.
And luckily, none of the ones that are with us are wounded. That whole group is wounded.
Yeah, and they happen to be the most powerful ones of the whole group.
So, but we have 4 to their 3 at least, right?
You do. Yeah, you do. So, thank you for joining us and sticking with us. Thank you for thank you for your
stream as well.
Your support.
Jabby, thank you for supporting the stream. Hunters, thank you for supporting the stream. We appreciate you. Thank you for following. Don't forget, if you are watching right now and you are not following, it is free to follow.
Free to follow.
If you just follow right above, click that heart button right above, and go ahead and follow and turn your notifications on so you know when we go live again from this channel. And we are going to do a little raid of free to follow.
Somebody's
King
a follower.
Quirkle. Thank you, King Quirkle, for following.
Excellent.
Because it is free.
Thank you, because it is free. The King of Hypocrites. Thank you for following the King of Hypocrites.
Kings in the house.
Appreciate King. A couple of different kings who are following. Did we want to do a Vi song before we raid our friend Jay Cyrus or not?
Jay Cyrus.
We're gonna do a little Jay Cyrus raid.
Jay is he can't.
Well, he didn't come in. We're gonna go raid him.
I'm about to text him
We're gonna raid Jay Cyrus, you guys, as we Marlon, you want to take a verse of this? A rap verse of this? A rap verse. Rap. Because I know you don't want to sing. I know you said you never want to sing. I know you never want to sing.
I'm not a singer.
Yes, you're not a singer.
Okay.
Apparently he's not a rapper either.
Yeah, a rapper.
You don't like hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because you said you don't want to sing, so.
I know.
Hit us with a freestyle.
I'm not a rapper.
What do we want to sing? What do we want to sing about? What do we want to sing about?
Just sing goodbye.
The warmth of the unicorn's horn.
Yeah. Who wants to take it first?
Hayley will.
Broken off his head, but he's not dead.
Oh.
Chevroon is still with us. We'll say goodbye for tonight. We'll see you next week. From all of us at Baracus. Good night. Till next time. Good night. Till next time. Good night. Another viewer, banana rama, commander road, electroboard. Fanatic deeds, get wrecked. Jimmy Bean, Jabby, Jenny Boo, Jigsaw, and King Quirkle. We got some booty.
Yeah.
Sitting in front of us. It's shiny and clean. We got some booty waiting for us to grab. Hey!
Joe Biden.
Goodbye! Until the next time! Goodbye! Until the next time! Goodbye! Max Blues, King Quirkle, Jake Simon Tay, the king of hypocrites, V&K Vexation. We'll say goodbye. We're gonna raid J Cyrus right now. Go tell him hello. Go tell him hello. We're gonna raid J Cyrus right now. Hey, accept that raid, everybody. We're raiding J Cyrus. Go say hello. Goodbye. Goodbye. Till next time. Goodbye. Next week, everybody. Next week, everybody. And we're out.